Yeah, big talking brewskis. Marissa Smith is who you see. What a cooler combo in here. Crack a cold one, we're on the air. Big talking brewskis. Marissa Smith is who you see. What a cooler combo in here. Crack a cold one, we're on the air. Kicking back, having a few beers, we're chatting. Pull up your chair, we're all relaxing. Any subject, we never dismiss. Big talking brewskis with Marissa Smith. Comedy, sex, relationships, more. Any subject, we got it in store. Big talking brewskis is coming in live. Crack one open, Marissa has arrived. Big talking brewskis with Marissa Smith.
Hey guys, happy Friday. This is Big Talkin' Brewskis. I'm Marissa Smith. I've got Rodna Daniels with me.
What's up, guys? Happy Friday. It is Big Talkin' Brewskis time.
I've got Katie Barbaro with me.
Hey guys, how's it going?
Good. So, Rodney, how was your week?
My week was good. I had hosted a show at the Broadway Comedy Club with you on Friday night.
Oh, did you?
I did.
Oh,
It was
okay.
almost sold out. It was pretty amazing.
Almost?
So, no, it was. It was completely sold out.
Trying to
Yeah,
play me.
play it up. Yeah, that's nice.
People are sitting on each other's laps.
I know, right? Stepping over folk.
Yeah, no, it was fun. Katie, how was your week?
It was pretty good. I got Reiki done for the first time yesterday.
How is that?
It was so.
You got what done?
Okay, have you heard of it? It's Reiki, which
Reiki.
is
It's
No.
like an aura massage almost or something.
it's kind of like an aura massage. Maybe it's a spiritual thing, and I feel like I'm gonna explain it. I'll just tell you what happened to me because I have no knowledge of the behind the scenes Reiki stuff.
Okay.
I just know my friend went to a Reiki workshop over a weekend and she's practicing on people. So I was her second session.
Oh, awesome.
Okay.
Yeah. So, which
She's
was.
got that new Reiki energy on her.
Oh, girl, you know it. It was so. I was like, come, I will absorb your peacefulness. And it was incredible. I really enjoyed it. You lie down and she basically turned out all the lights. That's not necessary, though. I don't think that was like.
Did she
yeah.
play some Barry White?
We had a magical. I was transported. Yeah,
Not to the upside down though.
right. No, yes, we just had a good time. No, it was so simple. She would just lay her hands on me in different positions, and it was crazy how I started crying. Like I started crying when she
Really?
put her hands on certain parts of my face and over my eyes. It was just I just kept feeling all of this love, to have someone just touch you and their energy's there with you. I don't know. It's crazy. It was
Ah.
Because it's basically it's supposed to it's supposed to find flaws within your aura and try to heal them. So the whole laying the hands thing is basically them trying to find maybe you're having some sort of problem in your digestive or whatever, and then they're supposed to kind of inject healing energy to try to release whatever blocks you have. But those are crazy because over Memorial Day weekend I was out in the Hamptons with my friends, and my one friend I have we've been friends, we've known each other since high school or whatever, but she's very into all of that stuff and
woo woo.
yeah, exactly.
Fun.
And
Good.
so
Good connotation, woo woo. Yeah.
yeah, and so she hired a spiritual massagist. And so
wow.
she brought
It's
her
a stripper, but spiritually. We got a spiritual stripper for the party.
yeah, it's no, but she did a spiritual massage, and so she brought her over to the you were saying in this condo, and it was cool because she brought the table or whatever, and she had all of the stones.
Everybody's fully
and,
clothed, right?
we're just in swimsuits because we just come from the beach.
Okay.
That's
But,
clothed.
That's clothed.
Yeah.
That's clothed. And
I
you guys
mean-
just touching each other?
No, she basically
It's
took
a
the
spiritual massage. She
Yeah.
massaged her with her spirit.
so she started out with
Is there a happy ending?
no, I don't think that women have happy ending massages. And if there is one, I've never heard of it.
No, I think that would just be.
Yeah, that's not a thing. I feel like, right?
It would feel. I feel like
I feel like they would call it rapey.
Oh, rapey. Oh my God, that's
Like,
right. Why is I
it's
wonder
just
if
like-
that's a thing?
Right, because it's like
I don't know.
you're not expecting that if a guy comes in.
Would it
he's
be a
massaging.
poppy? Because like he's like, I mean, he might be like finger popping you. I don't know if he's like full on rape. Like,
Right.
Yeah.
Well, I don't.
Yeah.
If
I
you were
don't
getting a
know.
massage and you got a finger pop at the end, would you be upset about it?
I feel
Who's
like
the
I
guy?
would want to know about it beforehand and like.
and then
maybe.
also, how much is it? Like, I'm kind of frugal. Like,
Yeah, like, I could
go to a bar and get like a finger pop for free. Like, I don't know that I need to be like paying some guy an extra like $30.
$45.
Oh, like an extra 45. Like,
$45 for a finger pop.
is he like an orgasm yogi? Like, is he gonna like give me like the best orgasm of my life or something? I don't know. Like,
No, his name is Al, and he's like an auto mechanic in Queens.
and he's got those like rough oil fingers. Nah, chill.
unless it's just while you're waiting for your car.
While you're waiting for your
No,
car,
while you're waiting for your car, we got another oil change.
it tune
Yeah.
you up.
Oh God.
Yeah.
But I feel like when you get a massage, like I am not in like, oh, I want to get off right now. It's like, oh, I'm so relaxed. And then that would just be like, why are we changing gears? I was in like peaceful land. It would be distracting for
I have
me.
to talk about what happened to me like a
Tell
couple of
me.
weeks ago.
All right, drop it, Rodney.
I went to go get a massage. Like my back was like, like in pain. And so I went to this like place in Queens. I should have known because it was like right next to the train station. It's like, this is not like a place where it's going to be like zen. Then I get there and there's like no music playing. I had to pay up front. And then like the woman flips me over halfway through and is like massaging the front of my body, like with her boobs like in my face.
What?
Yeah, like, and I'm really gay, so that was doing nothing.
I don't know if you think this is better. Yeah.
I kind of got like a little semi, but then I was like, no, this is not gonna work.
Listen, I'm not here for this.
It's not here for this, right? And then like I could hear like the other guys getting massages, like noises like that. Yeah,
So, but you didn't get that.
no.
Because do you think you were sending signs like, hey, I'm not into this in that way?
Yeah,
Oh,
kind
good.
of, because I told
I
her I
think
was
the
like,
half chub was the sign. Cause
yeah, because
I feel like that would have been like a full chub.
then they would know.
Then it's like, that's
Game
all,
on.
That's
Game
really rapey and bad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like a full chub does not mean permission to do it. It's like, well, it was there.
See, I don't know.
Yeah.
For guys, it does though.
Well, you should have worn pants then.
God, there's so many rules.
Yeah, because I feel like if you're around a guy and he has a full chub, he kind of wants you to touch it. Like, why would he?
If
But
he's
that's like, I don't know. It's like a reflex. If someone like hits your knee or something, like, I don't know. I feel like I need more than just a full chub to like know that that's like that this is the realm we're in. Because guys get chubs all the time.
This is true.
yeah, like morning wood. It doesn't
Yeah.
mean every morning you want that. You might though. No, it kind of does probably. I don't have
I was
one.
gonna say.
Okay. Rodney, what does it mean? Yeah. But also it's like you have your own rules for what it means for you. You know, we all have our own like thing. Okay, I'm just gonna just dive right into my
yeah.
go for it.
Roll,
My life.
roll.
I recently hooked up with a girl for the first time, above the belt stuff, but it was like cool.
Okay.
Yeah. And but so while it's happening, I've like never been asked for consent in this way. She was literally like, she's like, is it okay if I put my hand on your thigh or something like that? And I just nodded my head. And then she said, can I get a verbal on that? Like, how sexy is that? Like, I've never been asked for a verbal.
Like, I'm
I was like,
gonna
oh,
need a
this is some
verbal.
like next level shit. Yeah,
Yeah.
I was like,
She wanted
this
to
is
make
what
sure
it's like.
we live in a Harvey Weinstein era.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
do.
You can't be like,
She's like, I don't want this girl like
nothing
on
is
like
construed.
yeah.
Yeah, we're
Hashtag
clarifying.
me tooing after this.
Yeah, enthusiastic yesing.
Yes,
We're
exactly.
enthusiastic
Yes,
yesing
yes.
across
Yes.
the board.
Yeah.
Wow. So, have you seen this young lady since?
Yeah,
or-
we're good friends.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it was like this interesting experience. But it was cool, and it was like this thing I was theoretically open to, but then I was like, oh, I'm doing it.
Okay, so just above the waist.
She was like, she turned into like, went into business mode once we started discussing the possibility of making out. Because I was like, I think I would feel weird if we made out because we're friends, you know?
Right, because you got to see each other.
Yeah, exactly. I
Yeah.
was like, oh, this is going to change. And she was like, well, I've actually thought about this a lot and we have really open communication, so I don't think it's going to make it weird. But you can like there's like so many choices. You can kiss me or you can not kiss me. That's totally fine. Or like, we never have to do it again. If you know, whatever, all of this. And it was like this great. And she was also like, this is your first time, so I think we should keep it above the belt, so it's just better for you. And I was like, wow, okay.
I just being like considerate of it.
I really got ushered in. Yeah, no, it was like very.
Ushered in.
I did. It was such. Just right on in.
She got real Roseanne.
Here I am.
Okay,
Yeah.
so when are you gonna go to like third base then?
I don't know.
Below
I
the
don't know if
belt.
I'm it's one of those. I feel very like, oh, this is fun and it's a fun exploration, and I'm like
Yeah,
not sure
it's all
if
fun
I.
until there's a vagina in your face.
I guess I don't know what that would be like. Honestly, yeah,
Yeah.
I'm not there yet.
I don't know that I could do it. Like I'm an only child. Like I don't like sharing things, and I don't like sharing the whole like prospect of like having another vagina in the room. Like in those moments, like it's my vagina. Like this is my time to shine. Like I don't want other vaginas in the room. Like I don't know. I don't want to share the vagina time.
The more dicks in the room
Yeah.
for me, the better.
Well, yeah, I'm for you. It's like
It's a good rule of thumb, you know? I don't know.
I don't know. I don't even want multiple dicks in the room.
Yeah, that would be very overwhelming. I
Yeah,
don't know.
It's too much. It's like I feel like it's aggressive. It's like it's too many dicks.
Oh, so like 2 dicks is too many?
More than one is too many.
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah.
See, in my situation, there's already 2, so it's like,
Well,
why
yeah,
not
yeah.
add a third?
Like,
Or
yeah,
a fourth.
that's what's so interesting. Yeah, like because if you had a threesome, it's like it's just more of the same.
Yeah,
but
it's like
if
a
you're
bunch.
like, oh,
It's like 2 more dicks.
right, you just double down on that.
I don't know. It's like where to put all the penis. It's you got to put the penises somewhere.
I'd be so in my head. Yeah, it's like, do I have enough orifices for
So,
this?
yeah.
Do I want them to all be used? I don't know.
It's like
At the same time.
It'd be a lot.
it's very distracting,
Yes.
right? It's like I think a 69 is distracting. Like I don't know what I like 2 dicks and like that's like I don't know what's happening here.
We had this discussion. It's like 2 guys like deep throating each other at the same time. It's actually very intense.
In like a good way.
Yeah.
Oh.
I don't know.
I don't know.
yeah.
Maybe it's, but I don't know what I don't know what that's like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You don't have penises.
No.
So.
No.
I used to want one when I was little. I used to like roll up toilet paper. I was like probably 4, and this is when I found out that like my little brother was getting to learn how to pee standing up, and I was like, that's so cool. And then I was like, I want to be able to do that, so I would like roll up a toilet. Like it wasn't. What I really wanted was one of those like streamer things that they have now. Have
Oh,
you
like what's
seen
it? The
those?
Go Girl or the Go something?
Yeah.
Wait, what?
The
They
Go Girl
have.
is like a pee funnel, and like you can like put it in your pants or whatever, and then like you pee through this funnel thing, and then like you can pee standing up because like the funnel thing like shoots the pee out.
It's
I think it's
like,
called the Go Girl.
It's probably called a Go Girl, which
I'll
sounds a lot
Google
like
it.
Go-Gurt, the yogurt.
Yeah,
but
it does.
It's gross, but it's cool. Like they market it for if you want to pee standing up, but specifically like if you're hiking or like you're like in a situation where a guy has the advantage of just going to a tree and peeing. A woman could have
yeah.
the same sort of.
Yeah, it's a
Okay. I
it's,
could see why you
Wow.
would want to.
it's the Go Girl
Oh,
pee
wow.
tool.
I'm looking at a Go Girl pee tool.
Mm.
Okay.
So it's like a pee
It
funnel.
looks like a funnel, yeah.
yeah.
Little cup, you just cup it up in there and then just pee. But then, like, if you're in the woods and then you got to rinse it
Gotta
off,
wash
like,
it.
you got to wash it off afterwards.
Yeah.
But
'Cause you
like,
can't just put it back in your backpack.
well, like you
I
can.
mean, I guess you have like a pee Ziploc or something. I don't know.
Oh, yeah, Ziploc
Yeah, I
bag.
bet the carrying case is really intricate.
Oh yeah. I don't know how you. Yeah,
Sterile.
it's stinky.
Yeah, really bad. I
It
don't
smells
know.
like a Subway in
Just
August.
keep squatting.
Girls, just learn how to squat, okay?
It's like
Just
hashtag keep squatting.
I think I have a friend who taught me how to pee really seamlessly in public. If you're like near a sidewalk, you can just sit down. Actually, you know what? I might have invented this. I don't remember which one of us did, but we did it together. And you just sit down like you're sitting on the side of a sidewalk waiting for somebody. And then you just pee into the gutter. You know, you just like, if you're wearing a dress, that's the only way that this
Oh,
works.
yeah, because it doesn't work if you're wearing pants.
I can't
No.
sit on a side. Like your booty's on the ground.
I don't know. I was like 20 when this was.
We've all done questionable things
We've
at
done,
20.
yeah, exactly.
I've never had my booty on the ground.
But I feel like couldn't you guys just swat in between cars? Like,
I mean, you could.
Yeah, that too.
You could. I
Maybe
still
if-
just I just can't have like I can't have my butt touching like
I think I'm gross. I'm like fine
public
with my
stuff.
butt.
Wait,
you're fine with your butt touching things?
I don't know. Maybe. Yeah. I think I'd sit on a sidewalk.
like
Bare ass?
well, do you use
Not a
public
lot.
but like do you use public toilets bare butt?
Yeah. Like in New York, they don't have
What?
the covers. I'm like,
Oh, hell no.
Like toilet paper
you wrap every single time?
every time.
Yeah,
Oh
or
my
I don't
God.
if I don't
just
wrap,
lay
I
it down.
squat.
I lay it down
wow.
like on the. But that's like if I have to take a shit. Like,
Yeah.
Well,
I know.
'Cause-
See, that's why I'm like, I want a penis.
yeah, because.
Yeah.
See, also, like, you might want a Go Girl because you wrap it up every time.
but I mean it takes like 2 seconds. It's just literally like 3 sheets of paper.
You wrap it around the whole toilet?
No,
just
no.
on
I
top,
like
right?
I do a double ply of double ply, so like it's
Okay.
really like and then like
a
both
lot.
sides and then across. It's like I mean I've been doing it for years.
It's a
so
lot
just
to think about how
seconds.
many asses are going to be on that fucking
yeah,
toilet.
No.
I just don't.
Sit before you. Like,
I'm so
no.
Guys, just stop, please. Support my comedy career because
everybody has their own thing to
Everybody's got a
do.
thing.
Guys, my thing is
This is a free
getting
space. It's
diseases.
this is
judgment.
no
Fine.
judgment zone.
I live a life on the edge, okay? I sit
Yeah.
on public toilet seats. Oh, man. I'm
Oh,
a
no.
risky
See, that's
girl.
the good
I don't
thing
think
about
I
having a
ever
penis,
have.
though. Is like I could just stand up and just pee.
Yeah, see? Privilege.
Hashtag P privilege.
Yeah.
Penis
Oh.
privilege.
So, Katie, do you feel like the diet industry is like toxically like fat phobic?
Yes, I do. How did you know that? Did I write that to you as one of as a thing that I love to talk about?
I don't know. Do you love to talk about fat phobia?
I do. Well, yeah, it's a soapbox that I feel like I get on in every single conversation. I also don't know how to make small talk, like at parties and stuff. And I usually end up talking to somebody about how, like, we need to liberate ourselves from diet culture and the, like, dangers of fat phobia. Because you know how, like, people feel guilty for eating things all the time.
Yeah.
You know, like, oh, I had chocolate, I'm so bad, or like I earned this, or whatever. And I mean, like, I'm like, I've recovered from an eating disorder, and like, but in addition, like, I used to be like, there was a period of time where I was bulimic, but I had before that, you know, like, I had lost weight by doing this really rigid meal plan. Like, it was a diet essentially, like, where I would count all my calories and like had a very set thing. It was like food became not food. It was just numbers to me.
Yeah.
Because it's like what I was plugging in. And like, I have to run this much. And it became this like super compulsive thing.
Yeah.
And then that caused so much anxiety when I would like eat just like normal food. You know, it's like
yeah.
I couldn't eat bread without freaking out. You know, it was like this.
I still can't eat bread without freaking out.
That makes two of us. We had tater tots today. We were bad.
Yeah, we were
See?
See,
really
but
bad.
you thought you were bad, but really? Were you just eating what you wanted?
But they were Peking duck tater tots.
So
Yeah.
they were delicious and wonderful.
Yeah.
So that's like so good. Yay. See, wouldn't it have been so sad if you were like, no, that's bad. I'm going to gain it. I'm going to get a tummy roll. And it's like, no. So yeah, I guess like what I recently discovered is intuitive eating, which is there's a book about intuitive eating.
Your body will tell you what you should be eating.
Yeah, exactly. Like essentially there's
Like you'll get a craving for something.
right. But we have so much unlearning to do. A lot of us do when we
Yeah.
think we're bad.
I was gonna say I don't know if I believe in that because, like, when I really want like cheese fries.
yeah. Then
Eat
you
the cheese fries.
eat the cheese fries.
Yeah, but
But,
then
like,
what
every
happens
once in
if
a
that
while-
happens like every day?
Well, that's what you think is going to happen,
But it's not.
but
like,
it's not. You're going to eventually want some lettuce.
Like every once in a while,
No,
I'll
I'm
be
not.
like, "Oh my god!" No, it does happen because like every once in a while, I'll just be like, "Oh my god!" Like I want like Brussels sprouts. I hate Brussels sprouts. Why do I want Brussels sprouts?
Yes.
But like, and I'll eat Brussels sprouts, and I'm like, I hate the taste of this, but I just wanted, like, all of a sudden, like, I just get a thing, like, oh, I want Brussels sprouts, or oh, I want cauliflower, and like, and it's like I don't even really like those things, but
I
like,
was gonna say my body has never said, "Oh, I want cauliflower."
Well, maybe you want other things.
you could
like
want other
steak.
things.
Like, yeah, exactly. But that's also something that you might crave. And like, it's funny, like when you start, because it's such a journey. Like and you can't do intuitive eating wrong. Like that's the main point, is like there's no way to do it the wrong way.
I don't agree with
Because-
that.
because there's
what happens if I
10
intuitive
steps.
eat for 6 months donuts?
That it's gonna happen.
But you're not going to want to eat donuts for 6 months. You
Because-
might eat it for like 6 days, and you're like, oh, so many donuts, I'm done.
Yeah, because as soon as the first step is giving yourself permission. Well, the first step is rejecting the diet mentality. Be like, I promise never to diet again. And then the second step is to give yourself permission to eat all foods. Like, actually, because that was like, I had so much fear around like certain foods. Like, I was just, I like, so eating something like a little bit would trigger me to like binge, because I was like, oh, I fucked everything up. Like,
I might as well just eat the whole cheesecake.
yes, I might as well. eat
I've
the
been
whole
there.
I know. And then I'm like, well, I guess I can't have a bite of cheesecake because it turns into the whole cheesecake.
Right. Now, did this start with you like in high school or college with your eating disorder? Or?
It started at the end of college. I was doing, it was like, I think it was, I did 5 years of college, or it was like the year before I got my master's. I started this, like I started that. My younger brother is a personal trainer, and I was like, look, I think I could stand to lose 20 pounds, which I did, and it was fine. It wasn't like an unhealthy weight to be at. But I was basically like, here, tell me what to eat so that this will happen.
Yeah.
And so that's when I kind of got really rigid and controlling. I was like, oh, wow, I can control everything. And then I became this control freak about my food.
Like,
You know?
before you started like your eating disorder, like what's like, I don't want to ask your weight or whatever, but like kind of like what like size were, because I also had kind of, I mean, I knew I had an eating disorder, but I didn't have to, like, I didn't go to like help for it. Like, it was kind of like, oh, I know that I have this thing and I should probably stop this. But like when I was in high school, like when I was 16, I was a size 16. And then when I got to college, instead of gaining the freshman 15, I lost like 30 pounds. So
Wow.
like I just kind of like freshman year of college, like I went from like probably like a 15 to like a 4, and then
Wow.
I went from like a 4 to like a 00 by like sophomore year. And like I just kind of like, it was like kind of a bit of both. I felt like I was like both bulimic and anorexic, like kind of like waffling between the two.
Me too.
Yeah, because I feel like I don't think there's like a pure like I don't think there was like a pure bulimic or a pure anorexic, like but like I feel like I was like an alcoholic bulimic, because like I would just drink to the point that I threw up.
Yes.
And then just be like, oh, I just drank too much, that's why I threw up. I wasn't making myself throw up. Like, but then I would like, I only ate like celery and carrots and like cucumbers for like 2 years. And so like,
And then, well, because that is so true. Like, and also, just a disclaimer, like, I think a lot of us have eating disorders or just disordered relationships with food.
Yeah.
And I think for a long time, I was in denial about it, because I was like, well, it doesn't meet this criteria or this criteria. And it's like, the truth is, if you have like an unhealthy relationship with food, like, it's important to address it, and it's legitimate. Like,
yeah.
that was a
Yeah.
huge step, just like even admitting to myself that I had like an eating disorder, or like that it was legit enough to be an eating disorder.
Yeah.
But yeah, and it's like, it often comes from this place of like the restrictive mindset, because that's like where I started, right? It was like that place of restriction.
yeah.
Mhm.
And then it would lead to like, oh, if I messed up, then it was like the
You,
whole
you ate everything.
ate everything. And I
Yeah.
was also, mine was so linked to alcohol too. Like,
Yeah.
Binge eating.
yeah, because I would like let my guard down. My brain, my body's like, oh, she's not paying attention. Let's all eat all the pizza. Like,
Yeah,
we never
exactly.
get pizza. This is fun.
Yeah,
You wake up and
exactly.
you're like, oh my God, I just ate this pizza.
Like run 10 miles. I was also an exercise bulimic kind. I mean, yeah, it was
You
like,
see, like I never did the exercise piece because I'm just not an exerciser. But like I would only eat like celery, carrots, and cucumbers, and like not even like lettuce. Like literally, I'd get a bowl of like celery, carrots, and cucumbers, and I eat that for like lunch and dinner. And I had
With
like
nothing on it at all?
if I was feeling like I could, then I might dip it in a little like ranch dressing. But like I wouldn't like pour it on. Like I'd have to like dip and then shake and like, like just so like enough that like I could just taste the ranch, but it wouldn't be like all over it. Like,
and that was like sophomore year for you or like freshman.
freshman sophomore year.
How was, did you like, because it's such an isolating experience.
Yeah.
Like, did you feel isolated during the time, or did you feel like,
Well, I had other bulimic anorexics in my house, so like it was just
you're in a
kind of
sorority?
like we lived off campus sophomore year, freshman year, like we lived in the same dorm, but like we kind of were all like eating peculiar, like you know what I mean. So
Yeah.
it didn't feel because I just kind of I immersed myself in that culture of other people that were like also having eating disorders, and
It
so,
seems normal,
right? 'Cause
when
it's-
everyone's doing
When
that.
everybody else is doing it, yeah.
and
Yeah.
then it's just kind of like, because I just remember like the first time I was in the shower and I dropped my loofah and I looked down and I saw my feet and I was like, I'm never going back. And so like, because I had been like so like fat for so long and it was just like, I had gotten sick and like I had lost some weight. And then it was like literally the first time I saw my feet when I looked down and I was just like, oh, well, like if I can do this, like what else can I do? And then like, I remember Thanksgiving break freshman year, like my parents came to pick me up from like Port Authority because I took the train down from Boston, and my mom walked past me, and I'm like, Mom, and she's like looking around, and I'm like, Mom, I'm over here, and then
Oh
she
my
like literally was like,
God.
oh my God, how much weight did you lose? And I was just like, and it was like kind of
Wow.
the first time that like it like dawned on me because like I'd just been like, oh, like, you know, like it's fine, I'm just losing weight or whatever, but like I didn't realize like how different like I was at that point, and I was just like I had to get like all new clothes, like literally nothing fit, and like, but I felt good about that. It was just kind of like, oh look, like these size 12s just fall off me right now, but not so much like, oh, I'm wearing like, you know, preteen clothes and like
I have
this
to
is
go to
not,
limited 2 again. And
yeah,
this is just,
and I never fit in it when I was 12, like, you know, so it was just kind of like that awkwardness. But like I would be restrictive all during the day when I was sober, and then when I'd get drunk, then it's like ice cream and pizza and cake, and then I just like be really upset about the fact that I ate all that stuff.
Totally. Yeah.
Drink a lot because I was upset that I let myself eat it, and then I'd throw up. And like that was just kind of like my cycle of, you know, my eating disorder.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's addictive. Like
Yeah.
that's the thing. It's like it's addictive when you feel like, oh, I can control this. Like, or that I can, and also like I'm for me, like there was also this idea, like this lie that I was telling myself that like, oh, when you reach a certain weight, or if you keep losing weight, like I'll
You
be
can go back-
happier.
yeah.
I'll be, yeah. And also you'll be able to go back and be normal at some point
Yeah.
too. And like,
It's like I'm only doing this to get to like my goal weight, and then I can stop.
and
And then
there's,
like you're 20 pounds below your goal weight and you're still not stopping.
yeah. And that's like, how did you get out of that time?
I think like when I left school, I just wasn't really around it. And then I kind of like went back to like being around people that were like more of like a normal size. Cause like I went to an all girl
Wait,
school.
so that was like the whole 4 years like while you were in college?
It was like kind of like I slowed down a bit by junior year because at that point I was already like a 00, so like I was kind of like already fairly thin, so I wasn't trying to like lose more weight, but I also wasn't trying to gain. But then like that's when I started eating like salad again, like you know, I might like eat a donut once a week or something.
Wow.
But And then like I went on this like even after like I'd say like in my like early 20s, I went on this like salmon kick, and I literally ate like three portions of salmon a day for like 8 months or something like that. And it
Oh
was just,
wow.
like
Wow.
yeah, it was like I just was like, oh, I can only eat like salmon is the only protein that I'll eat, and like but like going back into that
Isn't
control
that
thing.
dangerous though?
Well, my skin looked amazing.
Ooh.
But because it's like really high in like omega-3 fatty acids.
Okay.
Which was like why I did it, was because like I wanted to like kind of clear up my face. I was just like, I think I'm getting pimples. Like I need more fatty acid.
Oh.
And so like I just like did this whole salmon thing. But like yeah, like depending like if you eat like, because I had a lot of sushi salmon also, which you can get like mercury.
Yeah, because sushi grade salmon has the mercury. That's all.
Yeah.
I was
Oh,
thinking, like, it
yeah.
could be like dangerous.
Yeah. And it kind of goes back to like anytime you're imposing limits on your body, or like you're telling yourself like, oh, this is what my body needs, and not actually listening to it. Like that's what it does. It's like it severs the connection between like your body and your mind, right? Like
Yeah.
you're
Right.
basically saying my mind decides what I eat instead of what my body wants. Like what, so it's like for me, I had to relearn how to, and I'm still learning this, like how to listen to what my body wants. Because sometimes I'll like, make not make mistakes, but like eat something that I'm like, oh, that was very compulsive what I just ate. It's like,
Yeah.
okay. And it's just like learning, I just had to learn how to be like a non-judgmental observer of what I'm like.
Right, because
eating.
like
Right.
if
Just
I
like,
eat,
oh.
if I like have like a hamburger and fries and I eat the bun, I still feel like a piece of shit. Like you know what I mean?
No,
It's
yeah,
like,
like,
but
I-
yeah.
we talked
Yeah.
about this last week. I
Yeah.
can eat like a hamburger and I'll take the bun off,
right.
and then have like the burger.
I can have the fries
and
then,
then
but
the
like,
fries.
but if I have the hamburger with the bun and the fries, internally I feel like a piece of shit. I'm just like, oh my god.
I
it's
feel like my
you're
body
disgusting.
tells me like I feel like a piece of shit.
Well, it's also like another principle of intuitive eating is to respect your hunger. So eat when you're hungry, and then also respect your fullness, which is it's like learning how to trust yourself. Like when it's like, oh, when I'm full, I'll notice when I'm full, and
Stop.
as soon as when you let yourself eat more things, you don't have that like fear that your food is going to run away from you. Like this is the last time you get to eat Chinese food or something. You know what I
Right.
mean?
But
Yeah.
it's also that portion control, because it's like right there in front of you.
Yeah.
And you'll be eating it and you'll get halfway through and you're like, oh my God, this is so good. But like your taste buds are tingling and
Uh-huh.
you want to just continue to eat it, and then you do. Urgh.
Yeah.
That's me last night.
I also freak out if there's like too much on the plate though. Like if I feel like if like like you go like a restaurant like there's like
Yeah. Oh, totally.
more like massive platter and you're just like, oh, that's too much food. And then like I can't trust myself to like not eat all of that. And then like I'll have like a couple of bites and then I stop because I'm just like, if I don't stop myself, I'm gonna eat the whole thing. Like I still feel that.
It's like a fear. Yeah,
Yeah.
like that. Oh, totally.
yeah.
God, then you stop and like you're like looking at it like, okay, do I want to box this up? But it's not gonna taste the same like when I heat it up later.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then you eat a little bit more. Then
Yeah,
it's not
that-
enough to box
and
up
I
anymore.
I don't let myself finish anything. Like I
Oh.
won't finish a dish.
See, like I would normally like for me, it's almost like if I
Oh,
make
you
it.
give it to me.
I do.
Yeah, it's like that's like, okay, I want to go out to eat with you because I know I'm gonna get. Yeah, wait.
Food. Those tots. She was like, you can have the rest of that.
And you're like, I'm just here to. I'm
I
gonna fatten
did.
you up. Oh my gosh, that's
It's
hilarious.
because I had to leave something on the plate because I feel like if I eat the whole thing, then it's just like, like back to that control thing. It's just like I still am like, I can't eat it all. Like,
Right. Yeah.
Great. Then I eat it. I'm not going out with you ever again.
yeah, I'll see you Friday.
Yeah, see you Friday.
I love it so much. Yeah. Man, it's crazy. But I feel like a lot of people a lot of people have this crazy energy around food, and it's like, I think it's helpful to talk about it because it's like
It is.
because otherwise like you have people that are like secretly worrying about it. Like I always thought that everybody was so stressed out about food, and I was like, oh, some people just eat when they're hungry and then they stop when they're full and they eat whatever they want.
I feel like everybody has an issue with food.
But
What-
like I think that I don't know.
I feel like everybody does. I'll bet if you like you eat too much and like you just like want to eat, or you don't eat at all, or like you have like I was a fat kid too, like growing up, and I went to college and I lost like a bunch of weight too, and so then I came back and it was like the same. It was like, oh wow, like you're so small now. Like I didn't even realize how fat I was before.
Yeah, but like even just like talking about being like quote unquote fat, it's like that's not like that's what like fat phobia is as a society. It's like
Right.
it's like I had to realize
I was big boned.
I was big boned. Yeah. It's so crazy. I don't know how much I've stopped weighing myself, but I know that I weigh more than I used. Like it's weird.
Yeah, I
like
don't weigh myself either.
Yeah,
it's
that's
like my
good.
pants either feel good or they feel tight. Like that's when where I know like I am. It's just like, oh, these pants are loose. I wonder if I can fit in my skinny jeans again. Oh, back in the 2 is okay. Like,
back here. Yeah.
yeah, but like otherwise it's just like, oh, I can't get in any of these. Let's break out the fat pants. Like
Yeah.
and I keep them like I literally have in my closet like size like 14 to like 0 pants because like I can like fluctuate that much.
And what's crazy is the 14
Wow.
probably is not that much bigger than the 2. Like,
Yeah.
like sizes are actually
Really
insane for
deceptive,
women.
yeah.
Like it doesn't like why I don't know.
Yeah.
But like and also
it's like the
I
difference
feel
between like a 27 waist to like a 30 waist. It's just like
nothing.
Yeah.
Really. I mean, but yeah, it's like it's crazy. I think that it's also this huge scam that like not every woman, but most of us want to be smaller. And it's like it just keeps you literally small. Like you focusing energy on that is such a waste of brain space. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
To think that that's like a worthy thing to spend our energy on.
No,
as
totally.
I'm sitting here talking about this on your podcast,
Yeah.
No,
we're
you're
using all
fine.
of our energy on it right now. But like, oh man, but yeah. So there's the soapbox.
No,
Wow,
that's awesome.
no, I mean that's all right. That's awesome. People don't talk about it, and like food is an issue. Like it's a real issue. So
Yeah.
So, Katie, are you in a relationship now? Or
No, see, I'm in this open, fancy-free place.
okay.
I mean, not.
Open as in like
Like,
you have somebody, and then like you
it's
guys
an
are just
open
doing their
relationship,
thing?
or like
No, not really. Okay, I moved to New York like 2.5 years ago, and I moved here
Okay.
with a boyfriend.
Oh,
And not like we weren't moving for each other. We just both were moving, and it was really great and supportive. And he's one of my like favorite people still.
like you guys moved in together.
We did. We moved in together. We both came from Los Angeles.
I moved here from Los Angeles like
Where
3 years
are you?
ago.
Where are you from? Me, like
Yeah,
just right before me.
that's crazy.
Yeah. That's so great. Where are you from in LA?
I'm not from LA. I lived
Oh.
there for like 8 years before. Like,
Okay, well,
I'm
that's
from
like a lot.
Wisconsin originally, but
Oh,
like,
cool.
yeah, like I lived in Encino. Like I worked in Northridge. Like I lived in Hollywood.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. I'm from Glendale, so kind
Glendale.
of that valley.
Okay. Yeah,
818.
Valley.
Yeah.
818. My number is an 818 number.
Stop. Me too.
Yeah.
Let's
Keeping
get
it.
each other's numbers after. Let's be friends.
Yes.
Yeah. So, yeah, I guess it's funny. Like last year, I feel like I didn't really put a lot of energy into dating.
Okay.
And I've recently started being like, you know what? I'm going to just date and explore and like actually care about it kind of, or just, like, so what happened when I was home for the holidays, one of my good friends, her mom's like a marriage and family therapist. She's
Okay.
a therapist. She normally works with couples, but she wants to start like a practice where she works with single people, like especially single women who want to
find a relationship,
find a relationship and like be intentional about choosing
a partner.
a partner. Yeah. And it's like, I think I always had this sort of block in my mind that like, oh, being in a relationship would be distracting from my career, would be distracting
Yeah,
from my
your
goals.
craft, yeah.
And then, yeah. And like, the more I talk with her, the more I realize like, oh, actually like being in the right relationship can
Be
Enhance
fulfilling,
it.
yeah.
Yeah.
and be fulfilling and enhance like
yeah, right.
where.
But the problem is finding the right relationship.
Dude,
this
I
is
know.
true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
Because if you're in the
helpful,
wrong
yeah.
one, girl.
Getting
God.
married.
Oh, I know. Well, that's why I'm actually like, oh, geez, just get ready for round. Get married round 1 or 2 or whatever. Yeah, it's.
I just want my starter husband. Go on.
That's all we need. That's why I'm like glad I check in with her every week, because she'll like tell me if I'm doing something wrong. She'll be like, Katie, is he the right age? Does he have a career? Is this a person who like will support your goals? Like, it's nice to
'cause
have someone to bounce
sometimes-
stuff off of.
Yeah.
Because sometimes they're real fine.
Oh, dude,
real
I know
sexy,
they have.
but they
yeah.
work at the deli.
And that's romantic in itself, right? You know, it's like you
He's like, but he
struggle.
brings me the
Okay.
best sandwiches.
He does.
God, he's got a
Always.
10-inch dick.
Oh, jeez. He has 3/4 of the package. I'm so close.
So close.
It's so crazy. But
The
she like,
divorce is finalizing in 2 months.
And he's got 3 kids. Hey, it's a family.
hey, I'm here to
4
compromise.
mommies.
Oh, God.
God, they're out there.
Yeah.
The right people.
Yeah.
Maybe. We don't know. It's so crazy.
So she keeps you in check when you run into those guys.
Yeah, she kind of gives. So she's like, "So when are you meeting people that you might want to date?" And I'm like, "No," because I just hang out at comedy clubs all the time. I'm like, I don't want to date a comic. She's like, "Well, you got to start doing stuff where you meet people with your values." And I was like, "Well, okay." So I
Like,
started.
what are my values?
I know. It's so embarrassing. I literally was like, "Well, I guess, yeah." I started volunteering 3 weeks ago, just
okay.
to find a husband. Like the only reason.
So how is it working? Where are you volunteering? Do they
found-
need more help?
Yeah, right. Actually, okay, I'll plug this because it's a great organization.
Yeah.
New York Cares. Have you heard of it? It's like
Yeah.
No.
it seems like the place to go for any volunteer needs, because they have all different kinds of settings. Like you could volunteer with kids or old people, or just like helping to beautify the city or whatever.
Right.
And you sign up through them and you do like this orientation, and then you can pick from a bunch of different categories. So I looked in
Okay.
like arts, and one of the things I've been doing for a few weeks, I did this morning actually, was I'm volunteering in this nursing home for doing creative writing with the residents.
Oh, that's
Wow.
awesome. Yeah.
It's really fun. Like they will talk and you just write it out, and everyone shares whatever they've said about the prompt or whatever they want to talk about that day. And it's like really,
Oh, that's fun.
That's awesome.
So are the guys cute?
yeah. So I have an 80-year-old boyfriend. He's gonna leave everything to me in his will.
His name is
Boy,
Chester.
right? I
Oh, Look
know.
at you, little Anna Cole Smith.
Tell me your story, Chester. All right, tell me your story. If you.
I'll sit on your lap, see what pops up.
Oh, jeez.
Gonna pop that Viagra first.
Oh man, I don't know if I'm allowed to talk about whatever. This is really anonymous, but it's not. Because we're on the radio. But one of the patients residents, was telling me how her husband won't have sex with her, in the nursing home. He like lives around the corner, and she's like, "This is bullshit. You've had sex with me on trains and on planes. You won't just do it in a nursing home."
Right.
And she was like, "Don't write this down."
Or
don't.
talk about it on the radio.
She didn't say anything about talking about it on the radio. Oh my God. What if New York
It's like
Cares
she
fires
never
me?
said it, Martha. She never ever
We're gonna
said
have you
it.
back on the show. So you still work for New York Cares?
Yeah, so like I haven't found a husband, and also I'm
Apparently,
not
New
allowed
York
to
doesn't
volunteer.
care.
No, Katie doesn't care enough about it. Oh man, it's
Yeah,
too
like,
funny though.
I think it's a good idea though. Like I've been trying to figure out because like I have like a full-time day job and then like podcasting and then the comedy or whatever. So like it's not like I have a ton of free time, and the apps really are not.
Oh God, they're so distracting. But
Yeah.
I've been trying them. Yeah, are you on?
So I'm on Bumble, Tinder, and OkCupid. I was on Happen, but it happens to be very creepy.
It's so. I haven't done it myself. It's like it tells you if you're near somebody who also has the app.
Right, and then it tells you how many times your paths cross. So there are like some dudes like I'm passing them like 50 times, and like it's like, who is this dude? And I've never seen him before. It's just like, is he hiding underneath this train right now? Like I don't. This is like some Cape Fear shit, and so like I had
Wow.
to delete the app because I was just like, this is just like a serial killer's like like candy. Like I gotta like get off this thing.
Yeah, that's crazy.
So I went on a Bumble date last week.
How was it? What did you guys do?
We went to a bar. We had drinks, and he was cool. He was nice. Musician.
Did it feel like a job interview? I feel like they always
feel like a job
yeah,
interview.
they kind of all do feel like a job interview. But it was like, so like my only thing was like, and he's nice and he's like funny and he's personable. He's like kind of cute in like a quirky kind of way. But like, he also didn't have like a regular job. It was just kind of like just music. And so like,
red flag. Hey.
No, see, this is when we talked about the situation. That's what I was explaining to her. Is like, this is New York. He's a musician. Like, you can actually like make a living.
Yeah, maybe he's
being
like,
a musician,
really good musician
in New York. Yeah,
That's great.
Like, it's like a thing.
yeah, like I don't know. I just feel like I need someone that has like an enough like
401k.
Well,
that would
hurt. That would be nice.
That'd
I
be
mean,
ideal.
at least I know that he's
That's-
planning for the future.
That's on the list.
It's on the list.
Yes.
I mean,
yeah.
I've had mine since I was 20. I don't know what the big deal is. Like,
Get your Roth IRA together, Hank. Okay. Fuck
like
up.
okay, Chad.
Yeah.
Like we're not gonna be young
many
forever.
Chads.
There's
God.
like so many Chads. That should be the next like dating podcast. It's like so many Chads.
That's just what.
That's a good one.
Yeah, because there's so many Chads.
It's so true. Yeah. Are you gonna see this guy again?
Probably not. Like
Yeah.
he hasn't been like texting since the date. Like I texted him like 3 days after the date, and like we texted for a little bit, but then he didn't respond to the last text. I'm like, oh fuck this dude.
That's
Fuck
annoying.
Chad.
Fuck Chad.
Yeah.
Get out of here,
Fuck
Chad.
Chad.
Fuck
Yeah.
Chad. But don't fuck him because he's not worth your
No, no,
Fuck,
no.
right?
sweet vulva.
He didn't ask for permission to touch my thigh.
Oh God.
It's the pomegranate of womanhood.
Yes, my flower. My blossoming flower. Sorry, Bumble. Don't pollinate me today. Yeah. I don't need to be pollinated by you.
This is a no-fly zone for at least 5 days.
Keep your stinger to yourself, buddy. We don't need it, guys.
Yeah.
Be
my
puns,
God.
be jokes all day.
Yeah.
I just started doing Hinge. Also, have you heard of Hinge?
What the hell?
No. What is Hinge?
All right, it's another dating app, but it's what I like about it is you have your photos. You have like 5 photos, and then you have to answer 3 different questions. And so to like somebody, you don't just like them in general. You have to like something specific on their profile. So I can see if somebody likes the picture of me doing like a silly Trader Joe's science project, or if they like the picture of me in a sports bra doing yoga. And I'm like, oh, okay, you just like my body, or you like my personality. You know, it's like just nice to know.
Okay, that's cute.
It's kind of fun. Like you just get a little more, I don't know,
Like in depth, yeah.
like tiny bit.
Yeah. I mean, as in depth as you can get on an app. You know.
Without trying too hard, because it's
Right.
it's still very like you could set up your profile in 5 minutes. It's not.
Right. And guys are slick. He's like, I'm going to like this funny picture. But my favorite is the yoga picture.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I also feel like guys just don't like, I don't know. Like I have some, like I tried to make my like profile like fun and like, you know, like a little bit like a little silly or whatever. So like part of my my like dating profiles is just like something like, if you don't like bacon, beer, or cheese, we're probably not gonna get along. and like some like guys will literally message me, so I don't drink and I'm lactose intolerant, but like I'm okay if you do. And I'm just like, that's not the point of this.
Yeah,
at
like
all.
if you
It
don't
was
get that this is a
a
joke, then we're probably not the
joke. Then
people
we're
for each
still
other.
not
it's,
a
like,
match.
it's actually
Yeah.
that is
We're
the
still not a match.
And like I've definitely had guys like, I'm vegan and I don't drink, but I'm cool if you drink. It's like, yeah, you're not getting
that
any
means,
of this.
But again, that means that you're not a match.
Yeah, like we're probably not going to get
Because
along.
I'm not fucking around with no vegans.
I'm not trying to eat soy cheese.
Sorry.
Like, no.
Not right now. Maybe like later in life, you'll be like, I need a vegan right now. I just need to find a vegan. Because
They're so hangry.
I think that like, yeah, they are. But also maybe sometime you never know. You're constantly evolving.
Okay.
No.
Maybe. But no, I like meat too much.
Yeah,
Yeah,
definitely.
that's true.
I'm a meat eater.
I
I'm a
know.
carnivore. And it's just like,
Yeah. That's cool. I think like one of the things I'm learning by dating more is paying attention to what my actual preferences are. Because I think in the past, I've gotten into relationships where I'll just sort of let a lot of things slide, where I'm like, oh yeah, whatever you want's fine, or whatever, blah, blah, blah. Instead of being like, oh, this is what I like. And
Yep.
like, I feel like I'm kind of going into it a little bit more like, I like this, I don't like this. I'm looking
how old are you?
29.
Oh, okay.
How old are
yeah,
you?
Yeah, 34.
Okay.
It's happening. I talked about it. I actually said that on air right now.
You did. Don't think I'm out in myself.
No, no,
That's
no.
your own problem.
Guys, we're all just, orbs of light
This is
contained in
true.
a human body.
Mine is getting dimmer, but go on.
Oh my God.
Yeah, no, it's definitely tough, and like the other problem that I'm having is that like my matches are like divorced once or twice or thrice and kids, and I don't have any of that baggage, and I'm just kind of like
but look, we
I don't.
talked about this. The older you get, the harder it's gonna be
Also, it's
to
like-
find somebody that like doesn't have kids, hasn't already been married.
There's something wrong with that person. Honestly, like that person might have something to still fix about them, whereas the person who's like, "Oh, I'm out of a relationship, but I learned so much, and I'm ready to be a good partner."
You just said something's wrong about Marissa.
Wait.
I'm
Wait,
not married, and I
she-
don't have any
She
kids.
doesn't have any. She's married. She hasn't been married. Doesn't have any kids.
Oh, but I'm talking about guys. I'm not talking about women.
It's like-
You have higher standards than whatever.
Wait a minute.
I'm also saying
that's fair.
it's also wrong about me. No, I'm just joking. Well, I mean, here's okay. What do I actually mean? I think that, what I'm saying is like if somebody hasn't. I'm just making you feel better about dating someone who's been divorced.
Yeah, I
there's
didn't feel like
nothing
she
wrong-
was. I didn't think she was saying something wrong with me. I thought she was saying something was wrong with them.
Oh, somebody that had like
But you're-
kids and like.
Right. No. I'm saying that like something's wrong. Something might be wrong. I'm just saying like
With the person that has kids
with the
and is
person
diverse.
that doesn't have kids. I'm not saying that. So that's why. Okay. But really, what I'm saying is that I'm just opening our minds to
Everybody's
the possibility.
fine.
We're okay. Rodney really wants me to have insulted Marissa, but it's not what I was trying to do.
no, that wasn't my intention.
No, I know.
But that's like what we've been talking about is like I was trying to explain to her that like
thing is
the
so
older
tight.
you get, like it happens. Like people have kids, people get divorced, it happens. And like when you get into your 30s and above, it's gonna be harder for you to find somebody that doesn't have like some sort of baggage. Like it happens.
Yeah,
Like,
but
that's
I'm
life.
I'm in my 30s and above, and I don't have that baggage. I don't think that it's that hard not to have that baggage. And like I also feel like if you're going to come with that baggage, you need to come hard with the perks, because it's
Yes.
just like you need to like make it acceptable that you have that baggage. It's just kind of like I just feel like you can't be like, like have 3 kids by 3 different ex-wives. You can't hang out on a weekend,
No.
but then, like you're boring as fuck. Like it's just like, all right, so you were able to commit 3 times and fuck up 3 different relationships. That doesn't mean that like you're a viable source. Like no, like, and I'm not bringing that to the table. So like if you're going to bring all of this like messiness, like I at least need to know that it's like worth the bother.
Yeah, like it's sort of like you'd be willing to deal with some of the messiness if there's also like this really great connection and like actual like, oh, my life is together now. Like, or it's, it's like not, I don't know.
Right. It's like, like maybe it's like, oh, well, the first one, they got married, and it's just like, it was like my high school sweetheart. We got married right after college, and then she passed away. Like, or then it's like, then I got like remarried, and then like I realized that was kind of like a rebound relationship because it was a reaction to like my wife dying. And then the third one, it was just like, it just didn't like, like something, like it needs to be something that makes sense, that it's like, but that's just like, but I know what I want now. Like I've gotten over it. I'm like, I know myself. I'm like, a good parent, a good co-parent, blah, blah, blah. But a lot of times it's just kind of like, oh, well, yeah, I got married, and then that didn't work out. So then I got married again, and then that didn't work out. And then, yeah, we had kids. And then, yeah, like, like I had this other kid, but like.
But that's the real life scenario.
But it's also, no, but I think it's a difference
that's
between
like what happens like in real, like.
No, but Marissa's
that,
saying,
like,
no,
whole,
the
like,
way.
My wife died, and then like.
Yeah, but like it's like the perspective on it. It's not the it's not the actual acts that have happened, but it's how you own your story.
Right.
Because it's like, are you letting your story own you, or are you owning it? Like, are you, and I think that's the main difference between like.
Because I've met widowers that are like 30, like, and they've had like a wife die in childbirth, or they had a wife die of cancer or a car accident or something like that. It's so like, that's not like. I didn't like pull out my ass of like, oh, like, no, like there are widowers out there, like, but like I feel like a lot of these guys, it's just like, got married to my high school sweetheart, didn't work out, married my secretary, didn't work out, married this lady at the gym, gold digger, now I'm single. It's just like.
It's like, meanwhile, I'm not learning anything from any of these experiences. Like, I'm not growing.
Yeah, and it's just like, why? Like, I don't, like, I'm supposed to be like so happy that I'm number 4. Like, and I guess like, I don't know. Like, my dad is on his 5th wife, so like,
okay,
it's,
okay.
so like.
Perspective.
We got I get that totally. Yep.
So it's like between like both of my parents, they've been married like
my parents just
7
celebrated
times.
35 years on the 12th.
So like you don't understand.
Yeah, I know. I'm in the same
happy
place.
anniversary, Mom and Dad.
Yeah. Happy anniversary.
Yeah, so like I have like a different like
my parents have been married 7 times between the both of them.
Wow,
So
that's
like
wild. Yeah,
Yeah.
I would be on. That would be.
Yeah, okay.
so it's
high
just like
alert.
yeah.
Like, yeah.
So it's just like oh no.
Perspective.
Yeah.
So you are like, I am not. I'm like, when I do it, it's gonna be the one. Like it's
like
just like
that,
I don't want to deal with this.
I don't want like I could be like number 2 if it's like all right, we're in it for the long haul. But if it's like number 2 for like 4 years, it's like like how many dicks did I miss out in these 4 years? Like it's like it's not really worth it. Like I feel like you just. They need to like feel like they're ready to actually like have a life and commit, and like especially if there's kids, because like I feel like it's not fair to just like go into a kid's life for like and be like, oh, we're gonna start this family, and then it's just like, oh, sorry, your dad's a dick, I'm out, and then this kid is just like, well, I just lost another mom again, like
Oh, that is horrible.
So like I just like, especially if they have so many entanglements, I feel like they need to be like in a really stable place, and most of them are not.
That's like really great that you're aware of it going into meeting these people too. Because it's like you have this really unique perspective as the child, like as the kid who's like perspective is gonna get screwed up. You're like, let's not have you be attached to somebody that's not gonna
be around. Like it's not fair, and they don't understand it, and like kids internalize so much, so they think everything is their fault.
Oh wow, yeah.
And so it's just kind of like, no, it's just like your dad was just rebounding and just gets rebound married instead of just like like date somebody for 6 months. But I also kind of feel like I'm very cautious about meeting the kids too. Like if I don't think that this is going anywhere, like I'm not meeting your kid. Like
when is the last time you met somebody's kid?
Never.
I was gonna say that was like shocking to me to meet people's kids. Like wait,
Nothing
what?
has ever
I feel like that's like
gone anywhere.
real serious.
Yeah.
That's
Wow, I can't
majorly
imagine
serious. Like you're meeting somebody's kid.
Yeah,
Like,
no.
That's like, yeah.
that means we're probably getting married. I feel
That's the way I look at it. It's like if I'm gonna meet your kid, then we're probably getting married because like I'm not
this
gonna
is not
like
trying to be like random.
yeah
Like
no,
I'm
but
not
like
trying to deal
yeah.
with kids that are not mine that I'm not related to.
yeah like I'm not trying to be a stepmom and also
No, we're not doing that. Yeah.
like and I
Wait,
also don't,
hold on! Don't just say it like that. That you're not gonna do it. Because what if you meet a man and then like he has one kid?
Yeah, but you're
but,
not like
we're
going
just-
into it
just,
looking to be it.
like I'm not trying to find a pre-packaged family. Like that's not.
If you
There
find
is
that, then
nothing
great. There's
wrong
nothing
with
wrong
that.
with it. No, there's not. But like, but she's just saying
It's
she's not looking for it.
that.
Yes,
She's not listing it on as like the
Yeah.
number one criteria. But if it's like, is it a Venn diagram of like, it's a
possibility, but I'm just saying like that is not ideal. Like it's not like what I am looking for. I am looking for someone with dental, medical, and a 401k. I'm not looking.
I can't wait. I want to see your Bumble profile. Must have like beer, cheese, and have a lot of money. 401k. Please be planning for your retirement. It's important. Yeah.
You know, I just really need someone with dental because I don't have dental. Like that
Yeah,
is
those cleanings can be expensive.
my dental is Groupon.
That's
Oh.
true. That's actually a really good tip. I haven't done a Groupon dental thing.
Yeah, no, like
no,
I
she
can.
just told me she got like a dental cleaning.
Yeah, no, I get because I mean I haven't seen the same dentist twice, but like you know, like every 6 months I get a dental cleaning Groupon, so then I get my cleanings and it's only like $29.
Oh wow, that's
Yeah.
great.
Yeah.
That's what.
Hashtag pro tip.
Yeah. Groupon. It's going
Groupon for your
Groupon.
dental.
Wow,
Maybe they'll sponsor this.
I know,
we're
right?
working on it.
Like also I've gotten like my teeth whitened with Groupons.
Oh,
So,
cool.
yeah. I love getting my teeth whitened except for like that like whole like 3 days that you can't like drink or eat anything that has a color because it's gonna stain your teeth.
Oh, I've always done the
Strips?
at-home strips.
Okay.
Which
Oh.
they taste so bad, but they're fine.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know if they really work, but they do something for my mentality. I'm just like,
No, your teeth look great though.
No, yeah,
thank you.
Yeah.
That'd be great.
Guys, I was fishing for that one.
You're like,
What else?
Come
I
on.
also did a laser hair
Will it
removal.
work?
Yeah.
so Katie, do you drink a lot of kombucha?
Oh, I just started. That's another thing. Actually, the woman who I'm doing my relationship therapy with, she gave me a SCOBY, which is the thing that ferments kombucha. So I'm brewing
cool.
my own kombucha.
Nice.
Yeah, it's pretty fun. It's like, so basically, like every time a SCOBY is this disc of bacteria that you just put on top of tea, and then it changes you put like sugar in the tea and then it ferments it. It's supposed to be, I don't know, a probiotic. It's fun. It's good.
What's your favorite one that you've made so far?
I really like doing, you're supposed to just do it with regular tea. I started doing it with regular caffeinated tea and I stopped sleeping. And then I was like, oh, hang on. Let me redo this. And then I put in some like peach tea too. So it's kind
Yeah.
of like this peachy.
I've got a
Good
lavender
stuff.
mango one in my book bag right now.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh
I
my
love
gosh.
it.
Ooh, lavender.
Ooh, lavender.
Yeah. I like
Do you like kombucha?
there's funny thing like the first time I drank it I thought it was so disgusting
Yeah.
and then like after I started drinking it then I kind of started getting like oh this isn't so bad and so like now like I'm pretty good with it but yeah I feel like it takes a little bit of time to like get accustomed to it but like once I feel like you start drinking it and like on the regular like you kind of feel like your digestion like getting more aligned and like I became like more regular and like you know and I just kind of felt like my gut health was just better you know.
Yeah.
I also like it better than taking the probiotic like capsules.
Yes. Oh yeah, totally. It feels really cleansing to drink. And I like to do like half kombucha, and have like sparkling water, and then add chia seeds sometimes.
Oh, okay, yeah.
That's kind of got this like weird. They become
And
these
it's like almost like a
orbs.
jello-y.
it's like this-
Yeah, yeah.
Really?
yeah, like it's almost like those tapioca balls, the boba balls.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Except
like
they're like
bubble
tiny.
tea. Yeah.
Yeah, like bubble tea, but like in a
Really teeny.
like for like a Barbie doll. It'd be like that's to scale.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Oh.
But they're it's like a weird texture. But those actually kind of are filling. So if I want, like, if I'm running around and I like have a kombucha with me, like
Yeah.
with chia seeds, it's a nice little.
No, that's awesome.
Yeah. If you want to brew your own, I seriously have been just pawning off my scope. Not even pawning. I'm just giving them away. I'm giving away my scobies because a new one forms every single time. I gave
wow.
one to a hinge date actually.
Oh wow.
So I'm spreading my seed.
You're spreading your kombucha.
Yeah, I know.
No, that's awesome. We're gonna have to take a quick break before our next segment. If you can stick around, feel free to stay for the next one.
Awesome.
But like if you need to go, just tell everybody where can they follow you on social media. What shows do you have coming up next?
Great. I do have to run to a show right now. But you can follow me on Instagram at Katie Barb, KatieBarb. And that's my Twitter handle too, but I never tweet. So let's see. But you could just go ahead and add me. We'll see if we start doing that. And I run a show called The Grind at the Village Lantern, and that is on the second Wednesday of every month.
Nice.
Yeah. So love
Cool.
to see you there.
All right. Awesome.
And I'm starting a podcast of my own, which we talked about a tiny
talked
bit.
about it a
Yeah,
little bit.
yeah.
And it's called Showing Up Messy. So look for that
Oh.
on hopefully iTunes and SoundCloud, presumably. We'll just hope for the best.
and follow her on social media so she can confirm that. So this is Big Talkin' Brewskis. We're gonna take a quick break and we will be right back. Hey guys, welcome back. This is Big Talking Brewskis. I'm Marissa Smith. I've got Rodna Daniels with me.
What's up, guys? Happy Friday.
And we've got Alex. I feel like I always butcher your last name, Pashira.
It's Pashira.
Pashira.
You're right.
Okay.
Yeah, you
okay.
never fuck it up.
I feel like I always fuck it up.
I don't know.
you
I
never
feel like
fuck it
you
up.
never
You
fuck it
always
up.
get it.
I think I don't know. I
You
just see
always
too many.
preface it with like, I think I'm gonna fuck it
You
up.
did just
and
say
then
like
you get it right.
Rodna for Rodney. Is that like sort of on purpose? Because I liked it.
Well, I was like Rodna.
Rodney.
Rodna Daniels.
Yeah.
I don't know.
So far from the
It's just
actual Rodney.
That's I don't know. That's our
I like
our
the
boo
way she
name.
says my name. It's like, it's boo-like.
Yeah, it does. That's boo like.
Aw, boo.
That's
That's my boo.
it's my comedy boo.
So cute.
I don't know. I just feel like there's so many like E's and I's and A's that I'm always afraid I'm gonna like screw it up.
Italians, we do have a lot of vowels in our last names.
It's
a problem.
because like I'm Smith. It's just like
So easy.
it's so easy, and then I'm just
I
like,
wish.
there's so many vowels. I'm gonna fuck this up.
Mhm.
So
I love coming on the podcast, guys.
Yeah, we love having you.
Yeah,
Yeah,
thanks
it's
for
so
doing
much
it,
fun.
Alex. How was your week?
Oh, great! Last night was my first time running my own show by myself at the Standing Room. They gave me my own show
Wow.
called Funny You Should Ask.
Congratulations.
Congratulations.
And we sold it out, bitch.
Nice.
Yes.
Yes.
Hell
Yeah.
It was super lit. We had I'm sure you know the guys. Do you know Napoleon Emile, comedian?
Yeah.
Napoleon. Who else? Ian Fidance. Goddamn. Caitlin Murphy. Remy. So many people. It was awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, that's
It was
awesome.
such a fun hang.
Yeah.
Yep. Every third Thursday. I'm sorry, I'm plugging already. Every third Thursday.
No,
of
that's
the month.
That's
awesome.
fine.
That's
That's
awesome.
fine.
Yeah.
And
It's
we're
really
getting on which third Thursday?
I was
You're
gonna
getting
say,
on.
Hello.
Well, Mark. Well, maybe let's talk about April. Is that
Yeah,
it's a
yeah, that
monthly,
sounds-
so it's
yeah,
kinda,
no,
Okay,
no.
that's
You
fine.
know how monthly
We gotta-
shows
we gotta
go.
let-
Yeah, I know how that rolls. I
I did talk to Sal about making it bi-weekly if we keep killing it. And
Yeah.
he was like, "Oh, definitely." So once that happens, it's like
Yeah, no.
anyone. Yeah. So
that's
I
cool.
think
Look at you.
I don't want to put you two on the
producing.
same show though. That would be like, right? You guys want to like, or right? If you want to
Why?
be on the same
Good,
show,
yeah,
It doesn't-
I mean,
are you a
yeah.
package deal?
I'm
No,
not.
not
always,
really.
But like, no. Well, we can do the same show.
Yeah, we can, like we're versatile.
We're versatile.
You're desperate, is what it sounds like. Took a while to get to the punch there. Sorry, guys.
It's okay.
Honestly, if you guys hang,
Well, no, it'd be nice if we're
anytime
both
you
like
hang.
on the same
Yeah.
show. Then
Yeah.
we could like do like some new material and just like
Yeah,
play with
yeah.
the room
All
like
right. Well,
a little bit more because like usually like either she's producing and I'm hosting or something like that. It's like
right. You know what? As both, I guess you rarely do. Just both have sets. in the same
Yeah.
show. All right.
yeah,
All right.
I'm
Let's
just
do
like
that
most-
then. We'll
yeah,
do that.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Let's do April. Hell yeah.
Yeah,
if
that-
you guys want your faces on the flyer.
Yeah,
instead of, like a
that's-
guest spot.
And then
yeah.
you want to come back.
But
that's
if
fine.
but you guys,
And then you
I'm
wanna come back
serious.
to
You
Big
guys
Talk.
have done so much for me. Then like anytime you chill at the show, I'll throw you up for 5.
All right,
Yeah.
thank you. I
Yeah,
appreciate
of course.
that. Yeah, just let me know when it is, and I'll swing over.
Every third Thursday.
See, everybody listening, that's how you book shows. This is
Yeah,
how it
you see,
happens
this
in
is
the
how-
real comedy world.
This is how we
I'm
do
talking
it.
like nobody else is no other
Like
comics
nobody
are
else- no other
listening.
comics
Fuck.
like
but
the
that's the
ceiling
whole-
can't hold us.
Right? That's the whole premise of the show is comics in the green room. What do we talk about?
Shows.
What day
Spots.
shows?
Yeah, spots. That's what we're talking
What
about.
date can you do next?
You know what
Okay,
else
there we go.
comics talk about? Blowjobs.
Oh, that's my
Oh.
topic.
Yeah.
So, so now, Alex, have you ever? I Chihuahua.
I might have done something bad. I think it popped
Just pop it back in.
Guys,
Yeah.
I gotta pop the pop filter back in, so I'm gonna pop one more time. Annoy the audio engineers. Okay, I think it'll work. Talk about blowjobs. I got you.
Yeah.
Alright.
So,
Sorry, guys.
have you had any difficulty?
you can hear it pop.
Oh, there you go.
You heard it
It
pop?
popped.
It
It
popped.
popped.
You know what doesn't pop?
You on blowjobs.
Exactly. One time ever.
So now, like, you've never come ever from a blowjob?
One time.
One time. Okay.
Yeah.
Um.
And then that took a really long time.
Yeah.
Really long. I think that's part of it too, is that it takes so long that I just end up feeling bad, and then that's not a sexy feeling to feel bad for the person. So I was just like, it's been 45 minutes. This is crazy.
Oh wow.
Yeah. She was but she was one of those, like, she enjoyed it, so like she just kept going. And that was years ago though. I was like 18. It was a long time. I haven't come from a blowjob in over 8 years.
Wow.
Yeah. I think a lot
Do
of
you
guys
do a
can
lot of
identify with
coke?
this. What does that have to do with it? I felt accusatory tone.
Well, so
I don't do a lot of coke. I mean, I do an amount of coke sometimes.
So that now
That's
this
the
is
comics
just
do.
from my experience. The guys that I have known that have had problems coming from blowjobs.
Oh,
did
specifically
coke.
blowjobs.
Specifically blowjobs. It's been a coke problem. Like,
No, well, I
I
understand
thought it
coke.
was a blowjob problem.
It could be, right?
like I've well, from like the experience I've had with guys that have problems with that, they've always been guys that like did a lot of coke or did coke that night.
So you're okay. So, yeah, coke that night is, but that's a different thing. I feel you like getting coke dick, as they say. I feel like that's just when it doesn't really get hard. Like, I'm not
That's
saying I'm not
whiskey
hard.
dick.
Yeah, but
No,
coke dick is
like the same.
it's
as
worse
whiskey.
Oh,
actually.
really?
It's actually worse because you're horny as fucking, and you can't get hard.
See,
Yeah.
now
See, he
I've
knows.
like had
Yeah,
like
see, like whiskey dick, like you just want to fall asleep. and
Whiskey
you're just
dick is like you're just not into it.
oh,
Yeah, you're just too
shit,
drunk
like,
to
what
even
are we
focus.
doing right now?
Wait, where are you
yeah,
again? Yeah,
like where? But
Coke, you're
dick
like-
is like fuck. I want to fuck
and then
now.
you can't.
And it's
see, like I don't know, like I've never like had like a guy that had like I guess like coke dick that couldn't get it up.
You never
but
had a
more
guy?
like
Humble brag.
couldn't like finish. Like I felt like they had a finishing problem, not a starting problem.
oh,
You never had a guy not get a boner,
Not from coke.
just from anything.
Whiskey, yes.
No, but just from anything. Like not
Like-
even fucked up.
Not I've never had a woman that wasn't like I've never had a guy that wasn't fucked up that had a dick problem.
Wow, that's pretty great for you. I'm
But,
proud.
like-
I'm happy
you
for
see
you.
all this?
Yeah, no, I'm not. hey, I'm not saying
No,
it's,
but
it's
like
not
it
great.
definitely like I've definitely had like instances where like they drank too much and
Yeah,
there was an
yeah,
issue.
yeah.
Or they had a finishing issue, but
Finishing issue.
but like not like a starting issue, like if they like were not fucked up.
We're just talking about boners.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like
yeah,
they
yeah,
can get
yeah.
a boner, but like,
Yeah.
and I guess, but I've also definitely had issues where like it's like too fast to finish, like
Oh yeah.
Oh, I have the opposite problem. I can go forever, and it's a
Like-
problem. But like, it's good, I guess, but it's a problem.
but like even like with
I was gonna say that's a good thing.
It's a good thing until you're fucking exhausted because you don't like you're not in shape, and like you're still, and then you're not coming. And it's like, this is sex. What?
Yeah.
Let's do comedy or something.
Right?
do you watch
It's
a lot of
sex or
porn?
is it exercise?
What's a lot? I come every day, so I guess a lot.
That's good. I
well,
feel
I've-
like that's like
I feel like it is, but I've actually just read something where they were saying like
That's
oh,
a problem.
not
Like
good.
yeah, so like that's,
really.
yeah, so like if
Reasonable.
you
Let's talk about
watch
how
a
many
lot
times
of
you come.
Oh, yeah.
like no, but if you watch a lot of porn, like it's what ends up happening to guys is that it like kind of desensitizes
and girls
them.
inclusive. Come on.
I don't know. Like I don't know any women that have a coming problem because of porn. But
I know a
like
lot of women who have coming problems though.
coming problems in general, but
Yeah.
not necessarily because of porn. But like
I guess. I mean, you wouldn't know though.
I don't know. But like from the article that I read, I'm gonna prefix it with that, is that when men watch so much porn that they become desensitized to like real life interactions, so that like then they have problems like coming with like real people because like those people aren't doing the things exactly the way that they fantasize them or watch them.
I think what it
So-
is if you have access to unlimited porn, as there is,
like yeah.
you
that's-
if you end up like not being in a relationship for too long a period of time, You just get curious, and you probably start watching some weird ass videos. You stumble upon something that's not even realistic, and then that's the only thing that makes you come. So definitely understood there. That's not my problem though. Like
Right.
I'm definitely attracted to these people. Like everything is like working. It's just, I think what Rodney said earlier, it might be the blowjob that's the problem.
It might be the blowjob.
Or
that's
just
the
that
problem.
also, you know,
Because I give a lot of blowjobs, and like,
Mhm.
and I feel like in the guys bust nuts like all the time.
well, there you go. See,
So
he's batting
I
1,000.
feel like you gotta. There's a certain way you gotta do it, and
Huh?
that's.
We'll talk. Oh yeah. Producers getting it. The comedy is very overt on this show. Only if you watch. Sarah.
You guys might need a kind bar.
wait.
Sounds like it's gonna be a
lost
long
me.
time.
a kind. I'm okay with it. Wait. There was something interesting there that you said, and I just lost it. It was about the porn, and then circumcision too. I think that's a big thing about guys not coming. We're all desensitized because we jerk off the porn. It's a combination of all these factors.
Yeah.
They cut off the most like important part of our dicks, basically, like when
Right.
we're infants.
Yeah.
And then we, you know, like European countries, these guys don't have as many problems as American guys. I
Yeah,
think.
because
Yeah.
no, but that's very true. Guys that
Dude,
are
it's
uncut
genital
with
mutilation. It's
foreskin,
straight up what it is.
They come so much faster than like
There-
guys.
See,
are, like,
Rodney would know. That's why I wanted to bring it up today.
I mean, I've dealt with anteater dick before, and
Hey,
Hey, don't be such. Hey, you're
That's
shaming genitals
so
right now. I thought
rude.
we're progressive. This is a progressive show.
it is anteater dick. And
God damn.
I'm not even getting into the schmegma, but like,
I'll take the high
so
road. I'm taking the high road.
no, like, but like, I didn't really feel like there was like that much of a difference because like.
You don't feel the difference,
Yeah,
but the
obviously.
guy feels the difference.
Yeah.
No, I mean like about the timing of like of completion.
It's
Like,
a
I
fact,
didn't-
though, that the
I-
most. Oh, sorry. Go on.
No,
didn't mean to
I
cut you.
100% agree. Like I don't think that they should be like circumcising babies. Like I don't. 'Cause
Whether
it
they
is-
should or shouldn't,
you
yeah,
know.
I feel like I'm not trying to be emotionally attached to this point. It's just a fact that like the most neurons in the dick, like the whole
Is-
point
is
of
in
the
the
organ
foreskin,
is
yeah.
gone
Yeah.
from all like most American men.
Right.
So that's definitely going to affect the way you learn to orgasm. So you probably jerk off a little bit too hard for your dick to like, you know what I mean?
I
And then
never
you
even thought about
you
that.
desensitize yourself. I mean, think about
Wow.
how our generation of guys, we don't really use lube. Like no one really uses lube to masturbate because we're all desensitized. I mean, I don't know how old you are, Rodney.
I use lotion.
Use lotion every time.
Every
time?
at the end like
Really?
I masturbate like extra hard, and then like right when I run a bust a nut,
You always have lotion on deck?
I'm black.
Yeah, it's true. Fuck.
Like,
Yeah,
yes, we always
you're
have
right.
lotion on deck.
I have dry skin. I don't even own lotion right now.
What?
I know.
Like lotion is a need, like toothpaste.
No, not even close.
oh yeah,
You're
it's
not
like deodorant.
black. Right,
Well,
it's like
all right,
deodorant
for black people, I guess.
Right?
Yeah.
Because for black people, that's how.
So you have to
lotion is,
have
like,
toothpaste,
you got
deodorant, and
toothpaste,
lotion.
deodorant,
You guys need a lot of
lotion.
products.
But I mean, but
Yeah.
that's just
You think
basic
this
shit.
just looks
'cause,
like this way?
For
Nah,
me,
of course
I
not.
still need like an exfoliating face cleanse.
course.
I need a
You don't think I do
regular
too?
face cleanse.
All right, now
I
you're
need a
delving into white
toner.
girl.
I
stuff.
need an emulsion and I need a moisturizer, water based. Like that's like my everyday shit. Like that's just.
Holy, that takes
Yeah.
a long time.
I mean,
don't-
it probably takes me almost 20 minutes to wash my face every day.
just your face.
Just my face.
Wow.
Yeah. Like I use a lot of product.
Mm.
All right.
But going back to this, so like I did have, there was a European.
Mhm.
He was circumcised though.
Oh, that's
Um,
weird. Most
Irish.
really aren't.
He was Irish.
Oh, Irish
Irish.
Catholic. That
Yeah.
makes sense. Yeah.
And he had a completion problem with the BJ.
Did he have a little dick?
No,
Okay.
it was like normal.
Just a question.
It's like 6, 7.
Oh, just very
like,
average.
yeah, just like a normal size penis. It wasn't
There's nothing
like,
wrong with average
No,
dicks.
we didn't say that.
I didn't say there was anything wrong with an
I
average
love that
dick.
we're all in agreement about this guy's dick. Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
No, it was a fine dick.
Is it freckly?
No.
It's a fine dick. Did I have red hair?
No, I'm not into gingers.
Oh.
So They have no
So
soul.
much judgment. from Marissa.
So yeah, I'm judging the fuck out of a lot of things.
Yeah.
So yeah, but like he had a completion problem with the BJs. And that was like one of those like where I was just like, you know something, like he's never, because he claimed he had never completed from a BJ, and I was like one of those like all right, like I'm gonna fix this.
Oh, so you were determined.
Yeah, so like, and
Okay,
I'm
you
a
better go in there with a mission.
like I'm a tourist, so like and I was just like I get the bulls. It's just like I'm getting this cum. So
I'm turned on.
but like, so like that was like it was a long time. But then I've also had
What's a long time? You were giving like
How
a
long were you blowing him
45-minute blowjob?
it was probably like a half hour.
It's a long time.
Well, we said 45 minutes is like that's like the-
That's a real
like fuck.
Yeah, dude.
a half hour. I'm just kind of like it was just like this is like go time, like you like this or like all right 35 I'm out, like that's just
Well,
too
after
much.
a 30-minute blowjob for me personally, I'm just fucking you. I like that's the thing is I get impatient and then I just like it's happening. Like cuz I know I'm not going to come, so I probably have it in my head. I'm not going to come from this blowjob. I'm not going to come from this blowjob. So
Right.
I enjoy the blowjob for, 5, 10. It's like foreplay, But
Right.
I'm not going to come. So like we'll have fun.
But that could be just like a you thing.
it
'cause
probably
some
is at
guys
this point. Yeah.
Don't just like they just come from like actually fucking.
Yeah, no, that's what I
And then
did.
some
Yeah.
guys can't come from either, and they just
Yeah.
like need to get just like
They just
jerked
jerk
off.
it. Yeah.
They
I know.
jerk off
I know guys
again.
like that. Yeah.
that they can't come from either.
Yeah,
Yeah.
dude. You don't,
I've never
you don't
had that.
Yeah,
Oh.
guys have dick problems.
It's annoying as
Guys.
fuck.
Yeah, especially Rodney. No, but it's true, man.
You
It's
do all
true.
this extra shit. Like I just blew you, then we fucked, and now
Tell
you're just
me
like,
about
all
it.
right, I just want to nut.
Like yeah, now at that point it's just kind of now you're on your own. Like I gotta go. I got shit to do.
Well,
I don't
then,
have
no,
all
well,
this
no,
time.
then
to-
you
Too
gotta
bad the
po-
doctor
They want
mutilated
you to
your
pose, and then like you're gonna bust it on your chest.
no.
You're not gonna let him. Oh,
Like that's just too much
mean.
work. It's just like now this is your problem. This
But a
is like
45-minute
I've
blowjob
already
totally
put-
cool.
like after a 45-minute blowjob, like you already put that effort in, and if you did a 45-minute blowjob, you're fucking, and he still doesn't come. That is entirely his problem. Like I got shit to do. I
It's
don't have
certainly
time for that.
his problem, but it's not. I mean, like it sucks though. It sucks to live like that. To never
Do you know
come.
how many women do not come from
Yeah,
their sexual?
a lot of
like,
people. Yeah.
Exactly. Pay it forward.
I
If
was
they
just on
can't
a-
get his shit together, like you got to go. But then I've also had the opposite problem where like
Seems insensitive. I don't say that to the girls that can't come. I don't do that. I'm like, hey,
I've had
that's
enough
all right, champ.
experiences of not coming that I'm just like, okay, like this is not.
Well,
I
are the
gotta-
guys like, all right, get the fuck out of here? Like that would be mean as fuck.
I actually had like one experience where like I didn't and he did, and then I was like, oh well, I hadn't gotten there yet,
Yeah.
and he's just like, oh well, it's like a really big bed, like you could finish off, like, and I wouldn't even notice.
Oh, well, that guy's a fucking piece of shit.
And I was like
Yeah.
dating him.
What?
Oh my god, you were dating him?
I was dating him, and then how we
It's a big bed. What the fuck does that mean?
we were like, because
Yeah,
we
well,
literally
I can
broke
come
up
on a
this.
toilet seat.
like-
I don't need a big bed.
It's
I
like
have.
we broke up that like weekend, but like it was like he had done that like the week before. We went to my best friend's wedding, and then we were sleeping at the hotel, and like then like we were like fooling around, and he had like finished like relatively quickly. Like
Yeah, I was gonna say how quick? Like under 5?
it was like maybe 12 minutes.
Oh, that's probably average for a guy that's going to like you're 12 minutes of straight fucking, or like 12 minutes of foreplay and fucking.
foreplay and
Oh
fucking.
no, that's short. Yeah. Gotcha.
And
Well,
so-
it's 12 minutes of straight fucking. So I like went to like somewhere like a
Yeah, he was
place,
thinking
like,
about it.
in my head. Like wow,
but that's still not really.
that's not like that crazy.
That's
but,
not-
like,
Straight.
of straight pounding.
That is like about average, I would say.
No.
But I'm over that because I know I don't. come
Well, no,
quick.
you had to train yourself to get
Yeah.
over that.
I have
But
to
like when I
try.
first started fucking,
I never had to.
that was on the average. I feel like.
No.
All right.
So,
What we're finding out here, white people, black people, very different.
so,
Breaking new ground. They fuck different too.
so like yeah, no, so it's like,
I don't
you
know.
know, like the whole enchilada was like 12 minutes. I'm like, yeah, I'm not even really that close.
Right,
And
right.
he's just like, oh, I'm really tired. Like, you know, it's a big bed. Like, you can finish
I love
yourself
that
off.
line.
I wouldn't even wake up. And I'm like, oh, okay. So like that time I made sure that I finished first, and then I was just like, oh, I'm really tired. Like, it's a big bed. Like, you can finish yourself off. And he's like, oh, that's rude. And I'm like, oh, but you can say that to me, and that's okay. And then that started like a whole.
Well, clearly
Yeah.
you're the one in the right there. I, mean,
I don't
You know.
it's not
blame
even
you on
close.
that. Like,
Yeah, it's like
Cause-
you're gonna be rude, but like I can't be rude back, and then you're gonna act like a bitch. Like, no.
Yeah,
Um,
not a good guy.
Yeah. Anyway, you know, gotta date comics. So.
Oh shit.
Of
course.
But like, yeah. So then I had this other thing where like guys like finished very quickly from a BJ, which is also very weird. Because like there was like this one time, literally, it was like a Tootsie Pop lick, and then it was done.
Wow.
It was just like
That guy
one,
is winning
two,
life.
and like
If it's
done.
that easy for you, that props.
No, that's
amazing.
horrible.
Honestly, I think it's amazing for him.
No, because you spend the whole time like so horny, like, oh my god, I can't wait to like for this to happen, and then all of a sudden
Hold on.
it's happening, and then it's like,
It sounds
That's
like
it.
you're that sounds like from experience, Rodney. were you a quick comer?
no,
At
I've
one
dealt with
point-
quick comers, and I kind of feel bad for them.
Yeah, yeah. There you go.
I have a guy now. He's like fresh from El Salvador.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's the story we should be talking about. Rodney's life is just so much more interesting than
He's
everyone
only been in the
else's.
country for like 2 weeks. Like we've been fucking.
So you
Okay.
Fucked like
You
3
picked
times
him up.
already.
You got
How
him.
old is he?
He's
20.
Like, no, he's like 30.
Oh,
No
okay.
way.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. All
He's
right.
30?
Yeah, he's
I don't
30.
believe you. He's like 25.
Okay.
It's not 30.
Because I was like, which twink is this?
Yeah,
Like,
no,
Yeah,
he's
it's definitely a
got it.
twink. Yeah. Oh, yeah. If I was gay, I would definitely like be into twinks. Fuck these bears. Fuck that.
Oh no, bears
you
are
like a bear?
hot. Fuck yeah.
A full-on bear.
Yeah.
Wow.
Some big old man with
Ugh.
like a hairy chest.
See, that's
I-
the I
I don't
can't.
like
I
hairy
can't.
chests.
Yeah.
Just,
I got.
see?
I don't even like my own hairy chest.
I got a
It's
hairy
weird.
chest, right? Like,
Yeah.
no.
it's like a man fucking a man. I don't
Ugh.
know.
that was funny. Sorry, that was hilarious. Just a man fucking a man. Yeah.
They're going real broke back up in here.
right.
It's like, and then I broke his back.
With back to the El Salvadorian guy, he's
Yes.
like fresh off the boat and like he's a major like quick comer. Like we
Oh.
fucked
Is that
3
like a
times
problem for
already.
you, or?
I mean,
He just said he feels bad.
I feel bad for the guy. He's like all horny and he like hits me up. I'm like, Freddie, oh, I want to fuck you so bad. As soon as I send him his dick, it's like, ah.
Jesus.
Yeah, but at least
Damn.
it's not.
No, it's
Because like I think
a
that's
lot of
better.
guys like that. It's true.
I don't know. Like, as long as he's like reciprocating and everybody's finishing their business, I think it's fine. Because otherwise, it's just a lot
I
of-
haven't finished once.
Oh, he doesn't like
Rodney.
finish you off.
No, is that?
That's a problem. Like, that's just as rude as the thing I was talking about.
Well, it's definitely rude, but you know, like Rodney said, I do feel bad. I was kidding before about him being the luckiest guy. It is funny to think though.
Yeah, like
A feather could just hit his dick and he just comes. It's like amazing.
Yeah,
It's the opposite problem I
This
have.
opposite problem,
Yeah.
like, and I like the fact that like he like, you know, this guy gets a hard on. He's thinking about like, oh shit, I want to fuck Rodney.
That's cool.
You
And it's
know?
cool, like for the moment, like, oh man, I made him come that quick. Ooh,
Yeah,
I'm pretty good.
pretty good.
But then it's also like, all right, now what? Like, really? You're done?
that was
Yeah.
right.
What do? You just lay there? He's got a soft dick now. Like,
No, I'm out.
you're out. yeah. Nice.
Great, that was it.
I
So-
did have an ex that would stay hard after he came, which was always
Well,
See,
for a
that's-
little bit.
that's
but-
me.
no, like he
That's
would
my
just
problem.
stay. Like,
It's like I come and then like I'm still hard afterwards.
How
Yeah.
how long?
like an hour or so.
What?
Yeah.
No, this guy stayed hard for an hour
Yeah.
unstimulated. No, you guys were still fucking.
Like he would, yeah. Like
Okay,
you know,
alright.
like he
I
would.
thought he
come
was
in-
literally like he had priapism, like he had a disorder.
No, it just comes
4
back
hour
up.
boner.
Like
That's what that's called.
Yeah, but then it would just take forever to finish the next
Well,
time.
yeah, because you're really not a guy is not supposed to like reload the chamber like that. I mean, it doesn't work like that.
it depends.
Well, like you know,
All guys are
traditionally,
different.
I don't know. I'm just gonna say I can't do that.
You're
I'm,
like,
I'm
oh,
a one and done.
You're one and
comer.
done.
Yeah, oh,
That's
yeah.
it. Boop,
It's a big one, but that's it.
and that's it.
That's it.
yeah, no.
I get all sensitive. I can't. Fuck that. No. I hate sleeping.
Oh,
next-
that's the best though. Like
Ooh.
after you bust a nut and you're like all sensitive and
Yeah.
you keep going.
Oh, it's too much. Sometimes way too much. I've had girls. Yeah, no. Nope. I pull away. They're like, don't go away.
No, you're supposed to like no. Just stay there and like focus a little bit.
Yeah, I gotta learn
And then
a
all
lot.
of a sudden you get hard again and then boom, it's happening again.
Yeah, because I feel like that's like one of those things where like it probably takes me a while to like get the first one off, but then like once like
Oh, that's how
I-
girls are.
Yeah, and then it's just like it becomes like easier and easier. but,
That's
like,
the best part about girls. It's like once you do crack the cookie. Rodney, I don't know if you would. Have you ever had a sexual experience?
Of course I've have
How
sex
long
with
ago was the
girls.
last one?
2 years.
Oh, really? So not that long ago.
Yeah, not that
Okay,
long
so
ago.
then you would be okay.
Yeah, no,
basically-
I've been up in some vagina.
Once you crack them open, meaning once you get a girl to come for the first time, it's like it happens so much easier after that. Even in subsequent
They're
times.
just ready.
No, but even like the next like 2 weeks from then. You know what I mean? Like once you do it the first time,
Yes.
they're like they know you can do it, you know you can do it, and it's just like I don't know, girls are the best. Like I don't know if I'm right about that, but like that's my
I was
experience.
gonna say.
he's like, well,
Well,
Rodney
well,
would
that's
disagree
your-
with
Ecuadorian.
it.
That's
What's
your
his, what
opinion.
nationality is this guy?
Poppy.
El
We're just gonna call
Salvadorian.
There
him
you go.
Poppy.
Poppy,
Papi.
little Poppy, little Poppy,
Little Poppy, come
little
quick.
Poppy. Little Poppy, come quick, yeah. Pop, pop. Little Poppy, go pop, pop.
Oh my god, that's so funny.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, yeah. Well,
I don't
You
know.
should
It's
call him
like-
Lil Poppy next time. If
So,
there
when
is
I be
one.
texting him, I do say Poppy.
Aw.
What? Texting him.
How many times is the like the most you've ever come in like one?
Session.
Yeah.
5.
Jesus, come on.
Yes.
Never. That's I have 2 once, like 2, but always once. Twice was
Like
like a few
2.
times. Yeah.
No, I have this
5
guy. I have,
fucking times.
Yeah, I have this guy. Yeah.
I have this guy. Yeah. yeah.
He's like a tantric sex guru or something.
It
It is very tantric. Like we like we'll have sex for like a whole hour before like he actually busts a nut the first time, and like once I do, like I told you, I had an orgasm for like 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Straight, I was just coming for like 5 minutes.
Rodney.
Yeah.
I guess this has to do with the whole prostate thing then, because I don't.
That and
have,
that was the
yeah,
whole. I was bottoming.
That's like a
which, like, you
real
don't
orgasm.
like. It is.
I
was like a
guess
real,
I've never
it was
had
a
one
bottom
of those.
orgasm.
5
So it's like,
minutes.
yeah.
God.
It's like my whole body was twitching.
Oh my god, that actually sounds insane.
It was.
Cheers
So-
to that.
Yeah.
Wow.
Did you want to
Well,
pop that open?
all right.
I'd say,
9.
yeah, that's it
9.
was 9.
She's saying 9.
times.
I
Yeah.
believe that
You
because
came
girls are
9
crazy. Yeah,
times?
girls could do
Yeah.
Yeah, because girls have
like that's not so shocking. But 5 for a man? What?
yeah,
Yeah. 9 is a lot, but
9
it's
is
also like
crazy.
Yeah.
My abs hurt for days
Yeah, I was gonna say
after.
that must have been
It was
painful.
just like it felt like I had like a really intense like workout like,
Yeah,
for
yeah.
like a week.
I'm good. I got half a beer left.
Okay,
But
great.
yeah. But
Oh,
yeah.
you know what's his name? We can't say it on
Why
air.
would you
That is an off mic
Definitely rule
conversation.
number 1. Yeah.
Rule number one in
Broadcasting.
well
Well,
Yeah,
telling
podcasting.
fuck
in
stories.
cum club, like you never tell who did what.
I like that.
Cum Club. Is that going to be the name of this episode?
Yeah, cum club. There you
That's
go.
what Rodney calls his room.
There you go.
The cum club.
It's I
Not
Poppy
yet.
Papa and the cum club.
Poppy
So-
pop.
So Alex, have
Yeah.
you heard any interesting tweets about Black Panther?
Oh God, this thing I gotta get into. Have you seen this, by the way? What's her name? I can't even remember her name now.
Emily.
Emily. I just had to copy paste her name. Emily. I can't say that name.
Lotto-
Dalawala.
No, I haven't seen it.
So, all right, I'll show it to you guys because I screenshotted it. I want to get your opinion on this. I thought this was absolutely ridiculous because she's sincere. She's not kidding. Hold on. I'll read the tweet and I'll show it to you guys.
Okay.
Let me just, I have it right here. Where the fuck is it? Emily. It's about Black Panther, guys, the movie that's coming out, right? Right? Or it's out already.
Yeah.
It just came out last night. Midnight.
There it is. Okay. I don't know when she, wait, I screenshotted this on Wednesday. So I
Okay.
guess it had just come out. I don't know. This is word for word her tweet. And again, not a comedian. This is like a really leftist blogger type. So
Mm-hmm.
okay. And she's a white woman. She's with Laka Dwala. That's her name. I don't know. So I carefully did not buy hashtag Black Panther tickets for opening weekend because I did not want to be the white person sucking black joy out of the theater. What's the appropriate date for me to buy tickets? Question mark. Is next weekend okay? That reads as a joke, right? Am I crazy?
Well,
Am I
feel
crazy?
like that reads as
Wait.
a
what?
super.
And then you guys could read it just for the.
Yeah, no, like I feel like she's like when you said like she's super left, like that to me sounds super left. Like
That's insane. Wait, like so? Wait, you can't watch a movie because you're white? That's the deal?
no, I think what she's trying.
Yeah,
so,
yeah. She's trying to be like, look how good of a white person I am that I'm gonna let black people have their own joy in the movie theater. Like, what is your
But
logic?
The B in black joy is
The black joy is
capitalized,
hilarious.
sucking black joy.
Yeah.
That's what I was doing yesterday. Like,
I know.
Wait, I
though,
thought
like,
he was
it
from
read-
Ecuador. What the fuck, Rodney?
that was the other guy.
Yeah.
My bad. I can't keep your dick straight.
Was it a
Um,
white? Literally, she has the in
crazy.
white person sucking black joy. That's in this tweet.
So I think she's okay. So I feel like this is her being like over the top trying to be woke,
Yeah,
but like
yeah.
at the same time, I think that like I appreciate that more than if she voted for Trump. Like,
Well, but that's
you know.
completely not in the context of seeing a movie. I mean, we're not
No,
talking-
but like I think what she's trying to do is like she's trying to say that she's not going to culturally appropriate at this moment.
Okay.
She's gonna wait.
She's gonna wait.
But,
Not that she's not
but-
gonna do it, but she's gonna wait. Like,
Do you see the ridiculousness in this, Marissa? I mean, come on. You're not
like-
going to give me that this is
Right, well, at
absolutely
the
an
end of
insane
the-
lady.
I agree.
Thank
Because
you,
at the
Rodney.
end of the day, it's
Thank
like
you.
fucking ticket sales or ticket sales. Bitch, go to the movies.
Bitch, it's a
and
movie.
Go see
but
the
what
movie.
she's saying is that she's not gonna take a seat from a black person
Marissa-
opening night. I
Marissa-
appreciate that shit.
She's not doing it because of the black person's seat. She's doing it so she could tell the world, she could post this publicly to all her followers how woke she is, how amazing of a white lady this person
She's
is.
fine because I'm black and I know black people don't be buying tickets.
Yeah,
okay?
fuck all this.
They sold out
If this is
for
how
like
people
weeks. But like, I'm not saying that I don't think it's extreme. I think that it's extreme.
okay. I mean, obviously it's extreme. I think it's
Like,
All right,
you know,
you can-
but
it's
like
your
if
show,
she
but-
wants to be like, you know, like uber woke, then like fine.
Do you
I'll-
think it's fine? You think that isn't going to be a problem? Like if
I'll,
that,
I'll take her instead of Stacey Dash on the race
right?
team.
Stacey Dash is really annoying. Yeah.
I will trade that lady for Stacey Dash any day of the week.
I'll take Stacey Dash.
You guys can have Stacey Dash.
No, I'm not.
I
I was
had
kidding.
Stacey
but-
Dash at one of my tables one time in Encino, California.
Really?
I did.
That's funny.
I did.
Oh, God.
I feel like you'd have fun with
And
her.
she
But
got
you guys
ribs.
can never have Meghan
She
Markle.
ordered
I don't even know
ribs.
who that is.
Ribs.
She's gonna be like the new princess.
Wait, what? We have
Oh, wait.
princesses?
Excuse me? You don't know who Meghan Markle is?
Meghan Markle?
Meghan
Yeah,
Markle, yeah.
She's marrying
actress
Harry.
who-
Yeah, she's an actress
Oh,
and
I
she's
don't know.
marrying Prince Harry.
Okay.
But like, yeah, you
You gotta
guys
get
can't
up
ever
on it.
have her.
What do you mean have her?
Like, she can't go on that team.
Is she white or black? I have
She's
no
half.
idea.
She's
Oh, well then she's mixed.
she's half.
She's half.
She's mixed.
Hey,
She's half of both.
one drop rule. She's black.
One drop rule. What's that?
Back in the day,
Which they can have
That's
Stacey.
just super racist, Rodney.
so
But
super racist.
that's the way
If
it
you're
was.
tainted.
But I'm
That's the
just
way
saying,
it was. If you were tainted, if you had one
Tainted.
drop of like
you guys
black
can
blood
always
in you.
have Stacey. We're keeping Meghan.
So you just get the cool people and we get the shitheads?
Well, we keep the princess.
Okay. I don't really care for her. I don't know anything about her. So that's fine. Also, I don't really identify with all white people, so there is no team. You guys
Wait,
could
'cause
have this
you're-
game. Well, I mean, I am white because I'm Italian and my mom was born in Italy and I'm an
Are
American.
you like
so-
part Sicilian?
No, I mean like my mom's. I'm all Italian, but
Right,
like
but
I'm,
are you
I'm all
part
American because I was born
Ooh.
here.
Yeah, but like, do
first
you have any
generation American.
Sicilian roots?
Yeah, of course, because I mean,
So
my
then
mom
you're also
wasn't
black.
born in. No, but yes, but I'm really white for an Italian, like super white, like pale, like in skin color. So people like always think I'm Jewish or something. Or,
Yeah,
I
you
could
did my
see
show, and
Jewish.
that guy was just like, oh
That
yeah,
was
you look like a Jew.
crazy.
Yeah, that was
Well,
weird.
like that's I open with that a lot. And I do. I got a tag from that night. That was a fun night. But
That
kid
guy was so
crazy.
weird.
I can't believe he didn't ruin my set because like.
Well, I think everybody was so like, whoa, who's little Hitler in
Who
here?
is this?
Yeah,
Well,
and
first
his,
of
and
all,
his
it-
uncle.
Yeah, his uncle,
was
like
weird.
that was his like daddy.
That was,
Oh shit! You're talking about the one
You
show.
hosted.
Yeah.
I hosted the
yeah,
show.
Yeah.
And like
Yeah.
that one guy, like he looked like he was a rent boy, and that
Yeah,
was,
he
like,
did look like a little rent boy.
Yeah.
Talking about some, this is my uncle. That's
We're
not
like-
your uncle.
It's
No, I
like,
knew it
yeah.
wasn't his uncle. Yeah,
No.
that was too creepy for me to even touch.
Then he was talking about he had a girlfriend
And then he's
and like
just
they
like,
had an
oh,
open relationship.
and she was Puerto Rican, and you know how the Puerto Ricans they just love to fuck, and like it was
Whoa.
just
That's
like
what he
And
said.
he was-
that's what he said.
And guys,
Look, you
let's
guys.
paint the picture. He looked like he was 17, and he had like
17,
blonde
totally
Hitler
blonde hair,
Yeah.
blonde Hitler hair.
That was my line to him.
And
Was
he was
like I said, your hair's too blonde for you to be talking like this, and
Right.
then that got like some laughs, and he was like, "What's wrong with being a Nazi?" And I was
He
like,
was just like-
everything. Like
that
what are
he's
you
like,
talking-
there's nothing wrong with being a Jew, and there's also nothing wrong with
That was
being a
it.
Nazi. And the whole room went, whoa.
Including the guy on
Assholes
stage with the
fucking,
mic.
like we're like
Yeah, it was just
it
like,
was like oh
and then
Hey,
you
hey,
just
Rodney.
heard like the
Hey.
audience just being
Hey.
like, did he just say it's okay to be a Nazi? And then like it's like, yeah, he did. And like everybody's looking at him, and it was just like, oh shit, should I get security? Because like this looks like this could go bad any second.
But hey, I got him back.
You did,
yeah yeah.
I did actually. That was a good set. But yeah, that guy really was weird. I've never had
was
anything
so
that
weird.
weird. I've had like
That was a
hecklers
weird-
and,
that was a weird-
and loud people, but that guy was weird.
Weird.
That
Yeah,
whole
he gave me creepy
situation.
vibes, and the uncle was even creepier.
And they
Oh,
saved
yeah.
the whole
Full
show.
show.
at
too.
least the kids like spoke. The uncle was like,
Well,
didn't say
he was,
anything.
you know, too busy
Smiling.
tickling a prostate.
yeah, he was certainly hard the entire show.
Is that prostate tickler?
I like that.
I've got a
But-
17-year-old. Look at us.
And that kid was like wasted,
Well,
and like
yeah.
you know, he
That's the
claimed
least
he
of
was
his
21,
concern. Yeah.
whatever, but like he was just like this really like. When you could understand why he was so bitter, like, you know, he's a young kid, he's like a rent boy, and this guy is just like some sort, like, I don't know. It was very, very strange.
It was weird. It was strange that it
And
was.
they were like right
Top
there
five
front row.
weird,
Yeah,
top 5 weird shows.
I couldn't believe it honestly, but I luckily was able to make it funny, but it wasn't funny. That was weird.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everybody's getting at them all night too. Like it was like a bunch of different comics.
Yeah, I tried
Yeah,
to
'cause,
not
like,
touch it
everybody
because of
was
that.
like,
I
Yeah.
know, but he was speaking up, so like
Yeah, he was.
I had to address it.
You couldn't help it.
Yeah, I'm glad I got people to laugh at him because he at one point didn't feel comfortable, and that made me feel
Because
good.
he just said the weirdest shit and was just like,
But he was too
oh.
confident about it. It was so weird.
and then like I think it was like one point he was just like, oh well, like Puerto Rican girls, they
Yeah,
like to be
yeah,
thrown
yeah, yeah.
around and like you just
It's
gotta
like-
like ram them hard. Like it was just really,
I broke
it was
too many
just
things.
really,
Well, some of them do like to be thrown around. To this kid's credit.
Oh,
I
and
don't
you're
know, I'm
having a
just
problem
kidding.
with the movie lady. Okay, but
That was a joke. And
I
the
know.
movie lady is out of her fucking mind. And I think honestly, I'm just gonna have my opinion here. I think if people start to really think like that, that it's not good for culture. That's it. That's all I'm gonna say.
I also feel like if people think like the Nazi kid, that's also not good for culture.
100%. If we're comparing her to him, I mean that kid was an anomaly, and that's
But
why we're
she's
talking.
also an anomaly. I
Agreed.
feel like. So I think that the not going to the movies lady because she doesn't want to like
Sure, she's harmless, I guess. Yeah.
and also the Nazi kid are like the opposite sides of
Sure.
the same crazy
Yes.
coin.
Of like,
Yeah.
of what, like,
Exactly.
What,
Yeah.
Why are
We
you
don't want
confidently
society
saying
to be-
weird shit
be-
that's so, like, I don't know, politically charged? It's just weird.
But like at the same time, going back to like the harmless business, it's like I feel like that lady not going to the movies is less of a threat than the Nazi kid.
Yeah, I mean, white guys
Yeah,
do
'cause
kill
at least she's,
people.
like-
We just had another one, so
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. Not a good look. I hate being white. Whatever. I'm gay.
I mean, it's
No,
like
I do.
this-
I mean, I hate that people like look at me and they go, "Oh, white guy." I don't hate being white, but I hate that it's like, "Oh, white guy." Well, no, I guess, but not your idea of white guy, you know. So that's a little frustrating.
yeah, but like you don't look like a tiki Nazi, so like that.
Well, thank you. I'm not, but
Like,
I
yeah,
also
but I'm
am
saying-
a white man. So like in the way we are now, it's like every white man could be a bad person. I mean, like you know what it is.
No, but I'm just saying is that like I would not necessarily. I would figure you as being more of like a Williamsburg hipster type than
Ugh,
being
I'm
like.
I'm not.
But I'm just saying, like, just if I'm going completely on stereotypes, if I saw you, I'd see Williamsburg Hitler. I like Williamsburg Hitler. I'd see Williamsburg hipster and not a Hitler. Like, you know what I mean? Like that blonde kid at the show, I definitely saw a Hitler. But like I
Hitler Youth,
wouldn't,
yeah.
But like I would just
All
be
I gotta
like,
say
oh.
is like, welcome to my world. Like that's like what I grew up with. Like
There you
you're
go.
a black guy.
Okay, there you go. Fair enough. Yeah, you're right.
Like
It sucks.
I'm
though.
black. I've been black my whole life.
Right.
Like, it's like you're a black male.
Yeah, and gay. You got to
And-
double. You got to go in both ways.
Oh
sister.
yeah, that didn't come out till later. And then when that happened, it was like, oh shit, that's a whole nother thing.
But I kind of like this. Nah, I don't know.
I mean,
was
well,
going
I
with it.
had to,
Yeah,
massaging that.
you figured it out.
Yeah,
Yeah.
figuring it out.
But yeah, no. I'm not.
I don't know,
I'm not
I've
saying woe
always
is
had
me,
tits.
but yeah.
Yeah, see.
Always.
Well, they sprouted when I was 15, and they just never went back.
Good. That's probably a bad thing if they go back. Probably means you have
Eventually,
cancer.
they'll like go around the back of my. But
Oh.
no, but like I don't know. It is strange, and especially at this time, because like even when we go back, like when we like talk about this Florida shooter, he's actually from a Latino Hispanic descent, and but he was
Oh,
also
wow.
See,
a
nobody
member
knows that though. I
of
thought he was a white guy too.
no, like I've been like watching so many like videos of the people and reading so many articles about him, and he was also trained by a white separatist like nationalist like group, and they said they gave him at least one gun and that he did like shooting practice with them.
Yeah.
And so it's kind of like, like this is America's ISIS, but like people aren't talking about that. It's just like, like,
I mean, come on. What's there to talk about after like another one of these? It's just so sad. Like,
but like we're not like, and we're not going to do anything about it.
right, the gun control thing. Yeah, no, I mean, I agree. I
Yeah,
don't
no,
know.
it's just gonna continue happening.
It's just gonna keep going.
gonna
I
be like-
guess. I don't know.
It's already become regular news. which is
Yeah,
so
it's so
sad.
That's
fucking
like-
sad.
It's so sad that it's just become regular news.
It is just
that's
news.
the
When
thing.
Columbine had them,
That was
That
that
was
world
that
stop.
was like
yeah,
the world stopped.
I was like
Everybody
6
was
and
freaking
I
out.
know I remember that. Like it was insane.
But
I
now
cried
it's-
so much.
Yeah, And you were
And,
looking
like-
at the victims' names. You were
Yeah.
thinking about like you being in high school. Now it's gotten to the point where it's just like,
It just keeps happening. And like that was the
oh,
thing
it's
that I
another
was
day.
like
It's Tuesday.
I was the most upset about was that like I'm watching the news and I'm watching this happen on the news and I see all these news anchors crying and I wasn't crying and I was just like I am so numb from all of this. Like I'm still numb from Orlando, from Vegas, that like I can't cry anymore for this. It's just kind of like I'm just sitting there watching it like
That's the world that we live in.
it's just like, well, you know, if you're going into like a group of people, like, yeah, you might get shot. Like that's where we are now. It's like and it's crazy. And like
it's pretty nuts.
we didn't do anything after Sandy Hook, and it's like I cried so much for Sandy Hook, and it's
Oh,
just
that
like,
was horrible.
you know, it's just like, yeah, well, we watched little babies get shot before, and we didn't do anything. It's like, what's crying for them now gonna do? Like nothing, you know, and all this like, oh well, there's their peers and the parents and the teachers should have done more, and that they should have said something, and they should have like gone to the authorities. The FBI was already looking into this guy since September.
He was
but
ready. Yeah. I read a little bit about that too.
Right.
Yeah.
But like he still could buy a gun. He could still own a gun. He could still join a right-wing white separatist movement, white nationalists that are a militia, that are a gun culture, that want to shoot people down. And you know, like he could be crazy and still buy a gun, own a gun, join all these groups, but all these kids are wrong when he couldn't even bring a book bag to his school because
Yeah.
the school knew that he was a problem and they were afraid that
Yeah.
he was going to bring weapons to school.
Yeah.
So he could only bring clear plastic bags
got
to
kicked
school
out,
with him. He
too.
got kicked out of school.
Mhm.
But he still could buy a weapon legally
Yep.
that would kill
That's
17
insane.
people. I don't even know what to do anymore. It's like crying is just, I feel like
it doesn't do anything.
insulting.
Marissa. No,
It's
honestly,
insulting to them.
It
It's
is
like
insulting.
the only thing I
You're
can
right.
do is give you saline because there's literally nothing the fuck else I can do.
Marissa, I couldn't agree more. Like the fact that the school was able to identify this guy's a problem so much so that he can't be here, and that he could go into the general public and purchase a death machine. Like, I mean, that's just a recipe for a terrible, terrible thing.
Yeah.
Which definitely, I mean, which happened. So, I mean, I'm definitely not like on the lefty side, and I'm not a conservative at all. I think that more of a whatever. I'm not political at all, but I just hate the two-team thing. But with the gun thing, it's like, I mean, I don't
seems
really
so simple.
understand the other
Yeah.
side, especially when kids are dying. Like, I just don't understand how you can defend. Like, I get hunting, but that's different. You could regulate things, and you could still hunt. You could figure out a way to hunt, and then also to not let kids get assault rifles. Like, I mean,
But this has been
It's
going on
ridiculous.
for so many
no,
years.
I know.
It's like, but what
so
do you
many
actually
years.
need one of these semi-automatic weapons for?
No,
like,
it's-
what do you need
it's
it
for
for?
ideology
right,
now,
like, that's,
Marissa.
like,
They
not
hate
even-
they hate you so much that they want to defend their right to have the gun, that they don't even care if it doesn't make sense. And it's the same way with left against right. I got to be honest. It's you guys hate each other, and that's the problem. Is that it's like you're not sensical. You're not actually talking to each other. I'm not saying you, but like left versus right. Like,
But it's
Nobody-
fine because the right doesn't make any sense, so you can't talk
see,
to them.
exactly.
Right.
Fucking crazy
No,
bastards.
fair enough. Fair enough. Fair enough, man. Fair enough.
It's like, let me elect a rapist because we had a family man in the White House for so long. He loved his wife and his children. Pay this hooker $130,000 so she doesn't tell anybody that we fucked.
That's pretty baller.
Stormy Daniels.
Oh my god. Yeah.
130.
We
Wait,
have-
is that your cousin?
No, it's not my cousin. Oh my god! If she's been like,
Yeah, your cousin's hot, man. Not like $130,000 hot though. Jesus Christ.
no.
That's
Yeah.
not enough money to fuck Trump.
Yeah, fair enough. Actually, if I was Trump,
In her defense, though, at the time period, she
In
didn't
her
realize this
defense?
motherfucker was gonna be like the president, though.
I don't care what he was gonna be. He is nasty. There's not.
She
there's-
also received $130,000. Wait, are we criticizing her? I would take it.
No, but that's not
That
enough.
requires
Is what
more
I'm
money.
trying. Yeah.
First of all,
How
like,
much
Yeah.
money do you have, Rodney?
well, I don't have that much money. I'm
Yeah.
talking about
But-
Donald Trump money.
Oh, all right.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, but
How
she.
much does Donald Trump need to pay me to shut the fuck up?
Yeah. $1 million?
5.
5.
Yeah,
He can
like,
do that
Easily.
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 You could just move
Sorry.
away. You could just go on an island somewhere and just.
He is way not attractive enough
figure
to
it
like
out.
not have to pay like top dollar for people not to talk about. And why would you? And then both of the cases, like they didn't even take the money up front. Like it's just like
What? Oh, you
like-
gotta.
Well, no, like they took money later, but like they didn't get money like up front. It was like later. The
Oh,
lawyer,
so like to avoid
this-
loss.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Trump.
But we're gonna need to wrap this up. But
Okay.
before we go, where can everyone follow you on social media? What
Yes.
shows do you have going on?
Yes. Okay, so Alex Pashera on everything. So Instagram at Alex Pashera. Alex spelled the normal way. Pashera is Pischera. I run a monthly show at the Standing Room called Funny You Should Ask, which is on the third Thursday of every month from 8 p.m. to 10 p.m. It's in Long Island City. Yeah, I also have I have a spot tonight, but that doesn't. If anyone's listening live, I have a spot tonight at 10 p.m. at Broadway. And what else? There is something else I'm doing, but I can't remember now.
All right, Rodney Daniels.
There you go.
March 2nd, I am hosting at the Broadway Comedy Club, Fashionably Funny,
Hey,
the beautiful Marissa Smith.
Mm-mm.
Stay tuned because I have some other stuff coming up. Look me up on Instagram, Facebook, Writing Downs. I am writedowns.com. Marissa.
So tomorrow I'm going to be at the Pit for a Mothball comedy show
Nice.
at 9:00 on March the 2nd. I will also be at Broadway Comedy Club for Fashionably Funny. And March the 10th is going to be Merriment and Mortification at Auto Shrunken Head. Follow the show on Twitter at Big Talk and Brew. Follow me on Twitter at Marissa Smith. And remember, you guys, it is a happy Black History Month. Mueller just indicted 15 Russians. Have a good weekend. Love you. Take care of yourselves.
Bye,
Take
guys.
care of each other. Bye-bye.